Bewa Radio Yendi and Radio Max Takra. They get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Chief Executive Officer of defunct gold dealership firm Men's Gold commits to another date to pay aggrieved customers their locked-up investments.
On the 20th October, we'll dish out the first batch of payment, and then it will continue in that mode and manner until the last man is paid.
But where is the money coming from?
I don't think I need to tell you, whose funds was it. It could be from my grandmother's cocoa, proceeds from my grandmother's cocoa farm.
Also, in the maiden edition of our Stories of Hope series, we'll tell you the uplifting stories of Johannes and Elijah, who fled abject rural poverty in search of a better life in the city, and their undying determination to beat the odds in the face of the biting economic crisis.
Okay, I still have the hope of becoming a journalist. I've put down plans to get there.
I've been doing some investment, so with that, I will gather it and do my personal business.
In business,
Governor of the Bank of Ghana gives indication of significant progress made by Ghana in passing first review of International Monetary Fund program next month. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And ahead of the NPP Super Delegates Congress, front-runner in the race, Alan Tremantin, calls on delegates to listen to the cries of the people, insisting he represents the surest tool for victory in the 2024 elections.
They are looking for a leader who will help our party to break the 8 in 2024 and help NPP to succeed itself in power.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay tuned for details. Now, Chief Executive Officer of defunct gold dealership firm Men's Gold has committed yet again to October 20th, 2023 to start paying customers their locked-up funds. However, Nana Appiah Mensah, popularly known as Nam1, says the payments will be subjected to verification. Responding to a Twitter Space conversation hosted by Love FM's Austin Wood and GH1's Sawa Meher, Nana Appiah Mensah said he is committed to meet his debt obligation.
The plan is to commit one full month, one full calendar month to effect the verification exercise. We'll come up with a list that we are confident that we are indebted to. And then on the 19th, we'll have a press conference, which will be by myself and then the rest of the communications people. And we would bring a comprehensive, we'll report to the whole country as to the turn of event. Then on the 20th October, we'll dish out the first batch of payment, and then it will continue in that mode and manner until the last man is paid.
In 2018, the Bank of Ghana and the Finance Ministry shut down operations of Men's Gold, resulting in the seizure of all its assets after instituting legal action against it. So where is Nana Appiah Mensah getting the money to pay customers?
I don't think I need to tell you, whose funds was it. It could be from my grandmother's cocoa, proceeds from my grandmother's cocoa farm. For me, what is important is that I owe people, and so long as the money is legal and it doesn't.
It doesn't breach. You have already said that you are different from.
Do you want to let me answer or not?
Okay,
please?
sir.
Thank you. We are indebted, and the said debt has to be paid. And where the money is coming from, so long as the source of the funds, does not infringe, on any anti-money laundering, law or regulation, it is fine.
Well, you had Nana Appiah Mensah, CEO of Men's Gold firm, and I guess customers are happy to hear that information. Moving on, the economy has been unforgiving, but for Johannes and Elijah, abject rural poverty has made it even more unbearable. But the double blow of an economic crisis and rural life had done nothing to weaken their resolve to get a better life in the city. They're taking on the odds stacked against them and are determined to break the vicious cycle of poverty in their families. In the first edition of the series of hopes in the midst of a biting economic crisis, dubbed Stories of Hope, I look at the exciting journey of Johannes and Elijah. Welcome to Accra. Here, to survive, one needs to be resourceful, resilient, and master all ingenuities to create a space to call home. Meet 27-year-old Johannes. He aspires to make it big in Accra.
He lives in this kiosk in the heart of Spintex, the retail hub.
I never know people used to sleep in wooden structure. I never see some before.
Johannes' journey from KJB was tarred with hope and expectation. A good job to live his dream.
I want to be a politician. I want to go and do political science. But as time goes on, the dream changed.
With more than 5.4 million residents in Accra, trying to make ends meet, Johannes is carefully looking to carve a niche for himself. He's working on opening a bread shop in addition to his factory work.
Where the system push you to, that's where you move. So when the system strike, you strike.
His friend Elijah wants to further his education and eventually become a journalist.
Okay, I still have the hope of becoming a journalist.
So have you put in place plans to reach there?
I would say yes. I've put down plans to get there. I believe in 2 to 3 years' time, I should be able to reach there.
And that's excerpts of the first edition of Stories of Hope. We'll be bringing you a full version in subsequent bulletins. Now, moving on, government has directed the Comptroller and Accountant General not to pay salaries and allowances for the month of August to members of the striking Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana. The directive was contained in a statement signed on behalf of the Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, which added that any arrears before August be paid. CTAC initiated the strike on August 1, citing government's failure to honor NLC's arbitral award orders and the negotiated conditions of service since May 2, 2023. Acting Director of GTEC, Professor Ahmed Jinapo, says the decision is to force the striking teachers to call off their strike.
In August, they didn't go to work. Notwithstanding whatever grievances that you have, you need to work within the spectrum of the law. In fact, National Labour Commission did direct them and they refused. So I think it's a lesson to all of us that you may have legitimate concerns, but those concerns need to be channeled and situated within the context of the rule of law. So the letter is very clear. They are going to be paid their arrears, but this month they didn't work, and as a result, their salaries are not going to be paid.
However, leadership of CTAC says they're not worried about the directive. President of the group, Prince Obinghima, says they will soon convene a meeting to respond to it.
This is not an unusual occurrence. Take the necessary advice from our experts who look at it and then explore the best possible legal option for our members.
Prince Obinghima is president of CTAC. In our election headquarters, frontrunner in the governing New Patriotic Party presidential race, John Allan Kwadwo Tremanting, has called on delegates to listen to the cries of the people, insisting he represents the surest tool for an NPP victory in the 2024 election. As the party gets set for this weekend's Super Delegates Congress, Allan says his 10-point agenda will transform and modernize the party for electoral victory. Elton Brobe has more.
John Allan Tremanting is making a fourth attempt at leading the NPP in a contest that has pitched him against the Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and 8 others. But the race is not new to him. The terrain is not new to him, and so are the kingmakers, the delegates. He is appealing to them to dig deep and consider the interests of the larger populace in arriving at a decision.
As delegates, you are representing not only your own interests, but also the interests of the rank and file of our party. They are looking for a leader who will help our party to break the 8.
The 67-year-old Allan is an indigene of Patasi near Kumasi in the Ashanti region, considered the political World Bank of the NPP. The region also holds the highest number of delegates in the NPP. But recent improved showings by the opposition NDC, especially in the 2020 election, seems to have drowned home the need for the NPP to select a candidate that will resonate well with the region. Member of Parliament for Botiano English and Monfom constituency, Sylvester Tete, says there's no better choice than Allan Tremanting.
In the Ashanti region, in the last elections, 2016, Anado made over 76%. The subsequent elections, 2020, it dropped to 71%. NDC made almost 700,000 votes from Ashanti region. That poses the biggest threat to our party going forward. And that the popularity of Alanche Mantin in the Ashanti region was tested when we did a draw, so work.
But surely there must be more to the candidate than just a name and longevity. Alanche Martin has hopes in his 10-point agenda to transform and modernize the MPP by 2030 and lead the country to economic growth and prosperity.
And that was Elton John Brobe's report. Now, Ghana's biggest streets arts festival kicked off yesterday with a meditative procession through the principal streets of Accra. The week-long event has brought to town people from all walks of life to take part in the event. We'll be bringing you excerpts of this in subsequent bulletins. But remember, there are a lot of activities till Sunday. Make sure to visit Blackstone Square and also to enjoy arts, culture, entertainment, and more. And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Chief Executive Officer of defunct gold dealership firm Men's Gold commits to pay aggrieved customers their locked up investments in October. I am Amazing Amiche Thompson. Business is next on the morning show.
You know your Papa see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Oh, Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Hey, sorry. Chairman Mane? Chairman. Hey, Chairman! Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Access Flexible Loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Who wants a song when you can have a sale? Orca is celebrating 20 years of excellence by giving you 50% off 20,000 items. Make your house feel like home with selected furniture, accessories, textiles, decor, appliances, and much more for 50% off. Celebrate this milestone with us. Visit the Orca Superstore on Spintex Road today.
Yeah, Charlie, so many vibes and I want 10 father, my sanaba. My mini papa, and you're not for more fear no more quintum. Trebiania, so a maniscaco fancy and fancy that near fear for a bit for Javis no parking. A bear man Sujai Casa. Thanks to Sukasa, how hard to your nature. Sukasa see a damn brony friend affordable luxury homes, or more 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, where you're fully gated or grants and communities, or more malls, clubhouse, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. Almost sound flexible payments, and yeah, I know my dear at Dow Casa. Plus 100% guaranteed cashback. Yes, 100% guaranteed cashback. No quick finances stories. Contact Sukasa right now through phone calls or WhatsApp on 030-296-0865 and 055-369-7886. Charlie social media so more, baby. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Sukasa GH. Email Susie at info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trust.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 29 September 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you doing?
Media do. Are you?
I'm good. I've been
asked
to ask you. I don't know why I've been asked to ask you. Who's drawing you closer to the Holy Spirit?
Let me hover my finger over the microphone.
Who's drawing you closer to God? I don't know why the person asked me to ask you this, but it was because you played a Nasi song to begin the show today.
Isn't that a gorgeous song?
It's a gorgeous song. I love it. I don't know why somebody's trying to play me.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what is happening here, but I refuse to allow myself to be.
Is there a story behind it?
Oh, I've already told the story. I've already told the story. You want to hear it again?
Tell me.
Oh, but is that how you are?
Tell me.
So, look, I heard this song for the first time. First time in my life. Last night.
Okay.
It's been around since April, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's so big. It's on TikTok and, like, people love it. And you can see why, right? Beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
Nasi, brilliant work there. But I'd never heard it.
Okay.
Until last night. Now, my girl is from Tanzania, right? She doesn't speak Chi. Doesn't understand a word of the song.
Okay.
But loves it so much. She's learnt it and she can sing it almost syllable perfect.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay, and so out of the blue, she was, have you heard the song? And then started playing it and singing along with a big smile on her face. And I was like, you're speaking Chi.
Okay.
And it kind of that's what, the day of Pentecost must have been like, People speaking in tongues, speaking languages they don't understand, but giving praise to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should do it again.
I don't know why. I don't know why you were laughing.
At least it settles it for Mbura because he asked me to ask you.
He's the one who wanted to know.
He asked me to ask you. Anyway, the other thing bugging me, this man's ghost story doesn't really make sense.
Wait, pay me to pay you.
Pay me to pay you.
So, okay, a couple of things just don't gel for me. So he's doing a validation exercise to determine who he owes. So he doesn't know who he owes.
Apparently.
So when he was taking their money, he didn't take their names.
Apparently.
So now they have to come and pay him to determine whether he owes them or not.
That's the story.
That part confuses me. Like if you haven't taken someone's money, why would you? No, I don't get it. Don't you know who you owe?
I also don't get it, Kojo. And I'm just wondering, can't anybody hold him to task?
You see, this is the thing.
It's crazy.
Okay, he's saying, come and pay me. To pay you. right? Is it illegal? I don't know. I mean, maybe the lawyers have to advise us on whether it's legal or not. But it's not about the legality. It's about the absurdity.
Yes.
And people are paying 650, and then they'll send you a text message. Oh, thank you for validating your debt. We will pay you sometime in 2025. God bless you.
Oh boy. Anyway, the Bank of Ghana, Kujo.
Yeah, they are building an extraordinary headquarters. So they've explained why it's necessary. They talked about the cracks and all of that. And, yeah. So it's important. They need a new headquarters. I just don't know whether it has to be a 20-story headquarters with car parking for 3,000 vehicles or whatever the figure is. I don't know why that is the kind of headquarters the Bank of Ghana needs. That is what I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, you also have to bear in mind that they were making profit too.
Yeah.
They were a profitable concern. So maybe, Charlie, they were living within their means when they designed the $250 million. Charlie, $250 million.
But it's for the future. I mean, it's when you're
the future
building
of what?
something.
Bank of Ghana is not going to become a commercial bank.
I mean, so once you're putting up an edifice, you do it once, you do it big, you do it nice. For the future.
The future of
the central bank, to ensure that they operate effectively and
they need 20-something floors.
With efficiency.
20-something floors to do that.
Well,
auditorium maintenance.
So they don't have to go and hire auditoriums. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up excuses for them, but they know best. Yeah. They know best.
It's the car park for me. It's the car park for me. Charlie, how many people work at the Bank of Ghana?
Well, seeing that there is an auditorium, they would need a car park.
So they are going to become an event center now.
I don't know, could you?
Anyway. We'll be talking more about that. We'll be breaking down the figures. Also, they state categorically they did not print money to bail out government. They used existing resources. Are there implications to that as well?
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss all of that on the show. Right now, though, for the 6 a.m. news, we give thanks to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. And, of course, the Joy Business Report unfolds before your very eyes, or is it ears? Thanks to Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
All right, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Governor of the Bank of Ghana gives indication of significant progress made by Ghana in passing first review of International Monetary Fund program next month. Also calls for resignation of Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, lacks justification. We hear from Executive Director of the Policy Initiative for Economic Development. Plus, Ghana City to continue to exhibit mixed performance this week against the dollar and other major foreign currencies as renewed corporate demand surges. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Kofi Radio and KTU Radio. First up, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has given indication of significant progress made by Ghana in passing the first review of the International Monetary Fund program next month. The governor disclosed this when he addressed the media on recent developments at the bank. Here's George Yaffe with more.
Ghana is set for its first program review with the IMF next month. The fund will be tracking those fiscal and monetary targets as at the end of June this year. But Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, believes the country has met all those very important indicators that should help it to pass the first review.
These are the issues on the floor of net international reserves. Instead of drawing down on our reserves as the fund had expected, we have been able to build more reserves. We have delivered on the zero financing commitment as of June, and it's continuing.
The governor is also optimistic that inflation could start trending down in the coming months because of developments on the food market.
In the third quarter, as the harvests come in, we should see some improvement in the food part of the story.
But what will passing this first review do for the economy? Well, it could trigger fresh funding from the country's development partners like the World Bank to finance the budget. Government is hoping to secure about $2 billion from the IMF, World Bank and the African Development Bank before the end of this year. These inflows could go a long way to help in stabilizing the Ghana cedi.
George Affe with that report. Now, the Executive Director of the Policy Initiative for Economic Development, Daniel Amate Enim, has indicated that calls for the resignation of the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, lacks justification. The Bank of Ghana recorded a loss of 60 billion cedis in 2022, and this has sparked calls for the Governor to resign. But speaking on the marketplace on Joy News, Dr. Amate Enim said there's no justification showing a deliberate facilitation of the loss recorded by the central bank.
The call for him to resign is a very difficult one. Per our laws, there should be a justification in the sense that he has maybe willfully undermined systems put in place at the Bank of Ghana, deliberately facilitated the kind of losses that we have witnessed from the BOG, the kind of policy that they were pursuing. It is politically motivated, it's not from professional perspective. And of course, the call for him to resign may be appropriate. I think we've not gotten to that stage yet. I must admit that looking at the report that came, I'm not so much enthused with some of the happenings, of course, in terms of administrative expenses and then the like. But as we all know, some of these expenditures were as a result of the debt estate program, which probably may fall to some extent out of their scope.
Executive Director of the Policy Initiative for Economic Development, Daniel Amate Enim. Now, economist Professor Lord Mensah has questioned the impact of the Bank of Ghana's financing support to government from 2020 to 2022. His comment coming at a time the central bank has clarified it strictly adhered to the zero financing of government expenditure until the economic difficulties set in last year. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Mensah queried the impact of the intervention by the Bank of Ghana on the economy.
Possibly in the attempt to rescue the situation on the ground, there should be some kind of benchmarks. There should be some kind of target. Are we getting those targets now? Let's ask some few questions around the possible rescue that it came in for during the difficult times of the economy. What have we achieved out of it? Have we been able to, re-energize the economy, to have businesses having access to funds? Have we been able to build up the economy to the point of where inflation is coming down? There is an economic reason why, funding from the central bank to government must always be channeled through the corridors of the monetary policy.
You heard economist Professor Lord Mensah. Now, Ghana Cedi will continue to exhibit mixed performance this week against major foreign currencies as renewed corporate demand surges. This is coming after the local currency recorded mixed performance last week. Here's more in this report.
Last week, the cedi held steady during the initial sessions after the Bank of Ghana provided some foreign exchange support, but weakened at the tail end due to rising corporate demand. The local cedi lost 0.44% week on week against the US dollar to end last week's trade at a mid-rate of 11 cedis, 48 pesos on the retail market. It, however, remained stable against the pound while advancing 1.61% against the euro. In the 34th foreign exchange auction for the bulk oil distribution companies, the central bank provided $20 million at a 30-day forward rate. FX demand poured in from local corporates from the midweek sessions to the last trading session, which put the local unit on the back foot. The cedi has lost about 11.5% to the dollar on the retail market and about 21% on the interbank market.
That was a business desk report. Let's check out the currency market this morning. The dollar going for 11 cedis 48 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 78 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 40 pesos. Now, players within the network marketing industry are calling for more sensitization programs to support the space. According to them, this would clear the misconception of many describing the operations as fraudulent. One star director, Longreach Ghana, Kennedy Amako, says the business can contribute to job creation.
Gone are the days where people carry products on their head, go around and sell. Network marketing is far away from that. About illegality is far away from that. But there's a thin line between network marketing and Ponzi schemes and scams. So if you open up yourself, open up your mind, get educated, I think we can all get to embrace it, understand it, and spread the news better.
Kennedy Amako is one-star director, Long Range Ghana. Now, the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana says delay by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in providing further details on the aggregator system for the distribution of fertilizers is creating uncertainties among smallholder farmers. The sector minister, after coming to office, suspended all subsidies on fertilizer and other farm inputs, citing Crops Act. But speaking to Joy Business, Executive Director of the association, Charles Nyaba, said it is important for the minister to provide more updates on the aggregator system that was announced.
When the new policy was introduced, the input credit system, which was actually to replace the fertilizer subsidy program, we all welcome it due to the way the fertilizer subsidy program was abused. But since then till now, nothing has been done. We have been waiting to hear from the ministry when this program will be rolled out. We are in the third quarter of the season, but farmers haven't received anything from government.
Executive Director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Charles Now. But before we go, let's take a look at the commodity market this morning. Crude oil dropped marginally to $84 a barrel. Gold went up by almost $2. Open trading at $1,892 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $3,448 a ton after losing form yesterday's trading. There is more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darrell Carl. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues. Here's Winston, the ancestor.
Oh, Darrell. So how do I call you?
You can't call me anything.
Anyway, thank you very, very much for joining us with a Joy Business Report. Darrell Kwao and the team do have a lovely day. And
You too.
We'll see you on the flip side. Coming up now is the inspirational song for today, and it's brought to us by Duraplus Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplus goes, water flows. And it's Travis Green with Made a Way. That's our inspirational song for today.
Right then. So the shall we get to the say it right?
Well,
no, we
have
have
to say it right. Maybe we'll start from our
Drive Safe campaign, which is brought to us by Joy News and Multimedia Group, is supported by Toyota Superior Quality. And as we're asking that you avoid all distractions, we also want to remind you that lots of the traffic lights in the city center are not functioning. So please be careful as you drive. But we're also calling on urban roads. The traffic lights that we've been reporting on, the 40 traffic lights, Awoshi Ablikuma, where we lost 45 Ghanaians. That traffic light is still faulty. There are other traffic lights that are faulty. Urban roads, Transport Ministry, it is your responsibility to fix it. So please fix it.
Exactly, Mavi. It's their responsibility, and at this point in time, we shouldn't be having this conversation about people dying as a result of traffic lights not functioning. We're told that about about more than 40% of traffic lights in Accra are not functioning.
Yeah,
and that certainly is not
other parts of the country as well. It's not just Accra.
I mean, after Accra, then you get to Kumasi. Let's go for a drive. Say it right now. It's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Dearly beloved, today we are on a rescue mission to save a word from constant misuse. Now that word is chuckle. C-H-U-C-K-L-E. Chuckle. A chuckle is a quiet, suppressed laugh. It is not the sound you make when you suck your teeth in annoyance. Let us make it clear. That sound of sucking teeth is called stoops. S-T-E-U-P-S. Stoops. Now, this is the verb used to describe the sucking sound made by many Africans and West Indians to express annoyance, irritation, frustration, or disgust. Let's use it in a sentence. After listening to Samuel Mbura chewing today on his willy for 5 minutes, I rolled my eyes and let out a loud stoops in protest. Yep, that's how to say it right. And yes, only Mbura can chew willy like it's popcorn. I wonder what his teeth are made of. I bet instead of a dentist, he goes to a welder. And yes, you can chuckle at that joke. All right, now just before we get into the news review brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. I want you to listen to this. Bank of Ghana insists that it financed government's budget last year from existing resources and not by printing fresh currency. They've maintained that it took funds from existing resources to finance the government's operations for that year, and therefore it rejects reports that it had to print fresh currency to finance government's budget for last year. There's a bit more. Listen to this.
Governor of the Bank of Ghana maintained that the central bank has the required resources and it does not need to print fresh money to finance government budget for last year.
The government spending that leads to debits to the government account. If there is any need to make a payment, we have the money here on the basis of, monies that the commercial banks have brought to us as reserve requirements, for example. You don't need to go and print money before you can lend money to government. They're completely unrelated. But I know it's just mischief when people try to say, they printed money. It's more sensational.
The governor also rejected reports that it has been financing government operations since 2017.
The Bank of Ghana has acted within the applicable laws. It is not true that the Bank of Ghana has been providing financing for government every year. There has been zero financing in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2021. The Bank of Ghana has only had to support in the pandemic year of 2020 and the crisis year of 2022.
So what are the specific areas that the overdraft was advanced in 2022? This is what the governor of the Bank of Ghana had to say.
We have a forecasting model, and that forecasting model does not include government expenditures or government financing. The forecasting model that goes into printing orders includes the size of the cocoa crop, for example, the size of the GDP forecast, because it's the quantity of money and the velocity of money, really. We need to know that, have enough specie, currency stock, to be able to finance, the gross domestic product. So those are the type of variable that goes into the determination of making a forecast of currency.
Bank of Ghana governor has also been given details on the exact time the decision was taken to start construction of the new headquarters and how the project is being financed.
The decision to commence construction was taken as far back as 2019, when the bank generated profits. Appropriations for the head office were made each year from profits made in 2019, 2020, and 2021. The project has therefore been going on for over 3 years. The DDEP only took place in January 2023. If we were to be taking the decision today, building a legacy head office would not have been a priority. However, this is a project that has been running for 3 years and about 50% complete.
The governor also disclosed that, looking at the work done so far, he's sure that Ghana will be able to pass Ghana's first review for the country's program with the IMF next year.
Are you? Are you? Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. Enjoy 99.7 FM.
Yeah, so that's a governor of the Bank of Ghana. He's been explaining, the fact that contrary to suggestions that they've been printing money, they did not do that. He's also indicated that the times that they funded government activities was in 2020, in the heat of COVID-19. Now they bought government bonds amounting to 10 billion Ghana cedis. And we also know what happened in 2022. Now, he makes the point that in 2022, because of the challenges we're going through, they had to get the IMF in at the point while the IMF, looked at everything. Now, he raises one point that is important for all of us to look at. The fact that contrary to, government indicating that they had actually met the target for the domestic debt exchange program, the minister had indicated that they had met, the threshold of 80%, maybe about 85% people exchanging. However, the governor says, after the end of the domestic debt exchange, we didn't meet our target. And so because we did not meet our target, the government, this time around in the case of the Bank of Ghana, was not asking the Bank of Ghana to take, haircuts on its interest, but actually on the principal. So that's what happened to the Bank of Ghana. But for me, one thing that is still missing in all of this, now the governor has talked about, these are the accounting treatment, these are expected losses. If you are told, Kojo and Amavi, that you lose half of your principal, it's not like you saying all the time you're testing your value on the market, that's in your recoverable value, comparing that to your book value and indicating that based on your recoverable value, your book value should be the same as your recoverable value. So as a result, you're going ahead to say, I'm going to impair it and, make sure that my book value is the same as my recoverable value. In that case, if the value changes on the market, you could come back and say, because the value has changed on the market, I'm actually coming back to unwind my impairments. These are losses that are declared by the Bank of Ghana because the government is giving the Bank of Ghana a 50% haircut, and that is certainty. Let me just explain something a little bit. So if you're not sure, for instance, so if I have assets, for instance, on the market, which will be affected by market forces, every time I test those assets, I'll test them and indicate that, okay, based on the forces within the market, this is the value that I can get for my assets. So in that case, I'm going to say I have looked at it and I have actually impaired it based on this value. But when I know for sure, the certainty all in here, that this is what you're going to lose by way of a haircut, the governor of the Bank of Ghana cannot be telling us, oh, these are, treatments here and there. Yes, they are treatments, but this is certainty. And so that is money that you've lost. Now, he's talked about one thing, and that's another thing that we need clarity about. The governor has talked about, we didn't print money, banks keep reserves with us and everything. We are policy solvent. Okay, they didn't print money. How did they go about it? how is that likely to even affect its position as a lender of last resort? The Bank of Ghana says we shouldn't be worried, and so, well, we'll take the governor's word for it. But monetary financing leads, and as the literature would show, would contribute immensely to a rising inflation. What I would suggest is that the governor of the Bank of Ghana, or the Bank of Ghana, in financing the government, particularly in 2022, when it became obvious that we could not even meet our maturing, instruments, so government had to, now come back to the Bank of Ghana, borrow more in order to be able to pay, so as to prevent what the governor calls the challenge that we've seen in other countries of people not being paid here and there. We put money in the Ghanaian economy. And the literature suggests that monetary financing contributes to inflation. My point is that if you have contributed to inflation, and watch this, this is the Bank of Ghana, whose main function is monetary policy. And Ghana's monetary policy is inflation targeted. So whenever inflation is going up, what does the Bank of Ghana do? It would increase policy rates, an indication that it wants to ensure that there isn't too much circulation of money within the system. However, the Bank of Ghana gives money to the government, monies that the government hasn't earned, to put back in a system, and then turn around and use monetary policy to be attempting to do something that through its own actions is leading to a rise in inflation. How does the Bank of Ghana answer that? And the question today is that businesses have had to take a hit. Businesses are struggling today based on some of these decisions. I mean, for all of you who have loans with banks on variable rates, you get the banks sending you notification all the time to tell you that, okay, because of the Ghana reference rate going up, you would have to pay more. You can come back and say, oh, I want to extend the tenor of my loan, or would have to increase the amount that you have to pay. How does the Bank of Ghana explain that? Okay, we'll come back and talk more about this, but let's get into the other stories in the papers.
Well, there's another angle of the Bank of Ghana story, which is their new office. He debanked the cost of $250 million. He says it's 50% complete, but he didn't give us the figure, how much it's costing them really, unless I missed that. Let's...
Well, it's costing $222 million.
Okay. Well, the final newspaper is reporting on this. The cost of the new headquarters not bloated. $2,068 per square kilometer is competitive. 12 senior high schools to offer aviation and aerospace courses next academic year, according to the education minister. Debts written off to course are loss accumulated since 1992, still on the Bank of Ghana. And NPP outlaws private security at Super Delegates Conference. Also, government pays 85% debts owed food suppliers. And Niger cool, let's use diplomatic interventions. That's the chief imam making this call on African leaders, especially members of ECOWAS.
Well, the daily guide for today says 60 billion was a technical loss. BOG fights back, so we've been talking about that story, the fact that it's financing to government since 1992. But of course, if you we'll explain that the government is actually giving you a 50% haircut. That's it. You've lost that money. Centralized registration will deprive Ghanaians, and NPP ready for Saturday. NDC stages protest against Addison, talking about the NPP being ready for Saturday. They go to the polls on Saturday to actually, reduce the number of aspirants from 10
to 5.
And already I've seen comments about, who will win and who will not win. Some of the aspirants having indicated that there's not going to be any winner. The most important thing is to make the cut. The most important thing is to get into the 5.
Be part of the 5
that would go and contest the election on the 4th of November. The question is who makes the top 5.
It will also be instructive to see how the 5 who don't make it rally around candidates who make it. I think that will also be an indicator of where people's minds are in terms of who they want as successor to Akufo-Addo.
Well, I mean, Boche Jakon had indicated that 8 of them have been talking, and in all their conversations, they have decided that at the end of it all, if there's a runoff, they're going to throw their weight behind one candidate who is not the establishment's candidate. So, I mean, when you talk about who the establishment's candidate is, Boche Jakon it's indicated that if you feel that the establishment's candidate is Dr. Bawumia, so if that's going to be the case, they're going to rally behind one person who's not the establishment's candidate. There are also discussions. I know there are discussions, even amongst the 8, that after the special elections, they would they all would step down and back one person to make it a 2-horse race, and so it doesn't become 5 people contesting.
Meanwhile,
but it becomes 2.
there are also reports coming in saying that the establishment candidate is expected to win by some 71%. I don't know.
On Saturday?
Yeah. No. Is it on Saturday? Or is it...
As in the super delegates or after the 5?
I believe they are referring to the... what's it called? The contest for candidate, right?
Well, they're talking about the super delegates.
Oh, the one they are doing on Saturday.
And based on their polling, and they say they've spoken to about half of the delegates.
Who is doing this research?
Well, so 13% would have decided not to disclose. You have about 20% who, about 20% who could still change their minds. But yes, based on the time that they conducted the research, that's the result that they had. And based on that result, they say that the vice president is expected to get some 76% of the votes.
76, right?
But if you look at the NPP's constitution, the only time that they will have a winner in the race will be on the 4th of November.
Right.
What is likely to happen, though, is the fact that if you go in there and you win massively, it would give you some momentum going into the main elections. But you may also have seen that some of the candidates are focusing more also on the main election even now. And their belief is that, look, let me just focus on the main election and, try and get in there. Anyway, that's it.
Just real quick, Winston, was it the total cost of the reviewed projects that you give in terms of the Bank of Ghana office building?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The Daily Graphic newspaper, Presbyterian Church, expresses concern about states of country. I guess sometime we can go into this. Let's do online.
Which is brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be a part. Gold Super XP 195 and Diesel SP are the best quality fuel with high performance in town for your vehicle. Gold Super XP 195 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel. Gold Diesel SP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. With over 440 stations across the nation, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goyle Good Energy Goyle. Yeah, dear.
All right, and so Bank of Ghana issues becoming an albatross around our necks. This is according to Ernest Owusu-Bempah, who was speaking for the NPP as a Deputy Director of Communication. Okay. That and other stories are on myjoyonline.com. Now, though, it's time for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Log On Voice, experience seamless business management.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
It's time to go beyond what your traditional financial apps can do. Introducing Cowrie, the only digital financial app you will ever need. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay. Send. Move your money in quick, easy steps at the best rates on the market. Buy. Top up your airtime and data twice as fast as you normally do. Pay. Step out of the cash queue. Pay for any product or service when you need to. Enjoy it faster. And now, manage. Experience a new way of managing your money. Understand how and when your money moves. You can rely on Cowrie every day. Download Cowrie from your Google Play Store or App Store. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay.
Why are you scratching so fast on the Pepsodent box?
I want to be the first to enter the back to school promo to win exciting prizes for Kwame to school.
Awesome!
Yes, there are exciting prizes to be won instantly.
It's only Pepsodent, so I start scratching.
No! Key Bar and Geisha are included. All you need to do is simply buy your favorite bathing soap that lasts long, Geisha, Key Soap, and multi-purpose bar with Ghanaian heritage, and your maximum cavity protection toothpaste, Pepsodent. Scratch panel and text to short code *844*40# to win exciting prizes instantly. If you accumulate higher points on all three products, you can win the ultimate rewards of 5,000 Ghana Cedis cash prize, a tabletop fridge, and 1,000 Ghana Cedis Malcolm shopping vouchers. There are over 200,000 rewards to be won. Redeem your prizes at any Unilever distributor's point. Anyways, promo starts from July to August. This advert is FDA approved.
It's your time, baby. It's your time, baby.
So, Osman Ayariga of the NDC is calling the 10% betting tax a lazy approach to revenue generation. And then, others are also, saying betting is not for lazy people. The word lazy being attached to betting in two different contexts here. But, it's brought up the whole conversation. People, those who are saying that, well, the tax on betting is kind of like a sin tax, like how you would tax alcohol or cigarettes or sugar. You are trying to deter people from doing something which is believed to be detrimental to them. And yeah, it's true that like anything, when abused, it's harmful. Like anything, right? But, before you bet in Ghana, my understanding is that they check your ID to see that you're above 18. So if you're above 18, if you're old enough to make a decision to enter the army and die, then you are old enough to make a decision on what to do with your money. And I don't know if there is a need for like a nanny state to, come and tell you what is right or what is wrong. However, in terms of raising revenue, betting is a brilliant thing for a tax to be put on. 10%, I don't know whether it's
it's
high,
but it is a brilliant thing to tax. I'm surprised there was nothing on it until now, because I mean, lots of money moves through the betting system, and they are taxing your winnings, right? It's not So if you bet 500 cedis and you win 1,000 cedis, it is and you win another 500. So now you have 1,000 cedis. It is the extra 500 you won that will be taxed.
Okay.
So I mean, for me, I think it is a good thing to tax. I'm surprised they were not taxing it before now, but I don't know whether it should be described as some kind of sin tax, to discourage people from, because people are old enough, they are grown up enough to make their own decisions about what to do with their money, and now they know there's a 10% tax. So if you want to do it.
So see, the last thing you said, I think that's where the conversation is going. People think that is a bad thing, and so you need to be sort of punished a bit to prevent you from doing it. Some people have also talked about the fact that, Charlie, where are the jobs? Jobs no day. Boys, they look for money. This is something that they do to get small money, and the small money to you want the tax some. That's like the
if they had a job. The job will be taxed.
This is
the
yeah.
But you see, this is the problem.
So this is not a job, is it?
No. This is the problem. You see, where we think that I don't have a job, so the small job that money that I'll get from betting to, they want tax. Who told you that when you make money you mustn't pay tax? You see, this is part of the reason a lot of people don't pay taxes. The thinking is that no, the tax is based on your earnings. It is the reason, Mama, you, and we, including Kodianson, we are taxed.
Us. Talk about all yourself. The time. What you go and do, Galamsey?
You pay. When you go and do anything, you pay withholding. Then you go and declare with Ghana Revenue Authority. You pay. Now, why is it that when you work, at the end of the month, you pay personal income tax. When companies make profit, they pay income tax. Then you say, as for me, I have earned money, I won't pay. All they are saying is that, when you earn your money, it is very simple. Like Ojo explained, you placed a bet of 10 Ghana cedis, you got 1,000 Ghana cedis. So let's say 100, you got 1,000. No problem, keep your 100. The 900, we will take 10% out of it. So that's 90 Ghana cedis. I mean, that's okay.
Somebody said if I lose, you should also pay me.
You won't pay. Nobody will pay you. We trivialize everything in this country. Everything when we're having conversations, and we would always bring in, and if I lose, to pay me. No. It's as if you've made money, pay something to the state. It's that simple. I have stated consistently that we can have a conversation about usage of our taxes. That I would support it any day. 100%. Let's have that conversation. Let's begin to find out whether we're actually making more than is being declared. We can have that conversation. But as for paying, you have to pay. So this whole excuse about the boys know they get job, the small money boys get to, they say Moku can't pay tax. Why? Don't I pay tax?
But you see, doesn't this speak to a certain attitude? And maybe this is what opens the door to the conversation about how our taxes are used. Okay? Because generally as Ghanaians, we do not see the logic of paying tax.
Yeah.
We don't see it because all around, I mean, our street lights are off, our potholes are, there's no hospital, there's nothing. So you don't see the logic, the sense in paying tax. That's why you are hearing comments like this.
That's it.
Look, in the UK, there's something called council tax. That thing has sent many Ghanaians home. Council tax. It is one of the most punitive taxes, but guess what? As soon as you open your door, you see what you paid for. You see it around you in the beautifully landscaped roads, the hospital, the free healthcare service, the police that is so effective. If someone steals your purse, 5 minutes later they can find the person for you. The CCTV cameras, the evidence is all around you. Public transport, roads, everything. Because meanwhile the tax, hey. Ask this man. Can you imagine earning, say, £2,000 a month? Spending spending about £800 of it on your rent and £500 council tax every bloody month. But you open your door and you see where your money went.
That's it.
Charlie. So, Osman Ayariga of the NDC.
University to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
In an era where the business environment is constantly changing, the need for accounting and finance professionals who can guide and lead organizations to sustainable success is critical. The good news is, CIMA's CGMA designation, held by over 150,000 professionals globally, delivers the skills, competencies, and mindsets that employers require. Learn more about the CGMA designation at www.aicpa-cima.com or email accra@aicpa-cima.com.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man, Kojo Jackson. DJ Khaled.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best fit ever. Enjoy 99.7.
when the bank generated profit. Appropriations for the head office were made each year from profits made in 2019, 2020, and 2021. The project has therefore been going on for over 3 years. The DDEP only took place in January 2023. If we were to be taking the decision today, building a legacy head office would not have been a priority.
Really mad, undisputed, hailing all.
As the governor of the Bank of Ghana speaking yesterday when he addressed issues to do with the bailout of government, which led to 60 billion Ghana cedis worth of losses, and the $220 million headquarters that they are building. All right, listen, let's talk about this. Let's analyze his responses. Professor Godfred Bokpin joins us on the phone. He's a professor of finance at the University of Ghana. Prof, it's a pleasure to have you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, and good morning to our cherished listeners.
Great. So, Prof, I mean, you've listened to the governor of the Bank of Ghana. He's explained particularly the losses that we've all complained about. Are you convinced now?
No. I sympathize with the central bank. I understand that they find themselves in a very difficult position. As managers, your natural inclination is to push back, is to try to explain. But losses are losses. You can disaggregate the losses. There are some perhaps accounting treatment, fair value through profit or loss or other comprehensive income. But let's look at it from a more professional and technical point of view. And then I will refer you to the IMF supported program, the document. If you read the program, you will see the adversarial position the IMF has taken on some of the measures Bank of Ghana has implemented so far, essentially reversing some of them. Exchange rate management, monetization of the public debt, deficit financing, and all of that. Then also, you go back to the beginning of 2021, when inflationary pressures started broadening. You could see clearly that the central bank was technically behind the curve. From a professional point of view, that is not so acceptable. And it's simply because of the accommodating posture of the central bank to fiscal slippages.
No, hold on. When you say the central bank was behind the curve, what do you mean?
They fail to see the signal and to react appropriately or proactively. That tells you technically they were behind the curve.
Okay.
Then also, you see the double standards, more or less, that the central bank took. On one breath, you were injecting liquidity essentially by monetizing the public debt, monetizing the deficit. And then on the other hand, you were trying to use your monetary policy to mop up that same liquidity.
Let's break this down. Let's break this down. Prof, please, let's break this down. Yes. I want to get the understanding. Are you suggesting that by giving or by monetary financing, as in lending money to the government, the Bank of Ghana contributed to the high rise in inflation and then used monetary policy again in trying to mop up liquidity, and by extension leading to an increase in interest rates, which has hurt businesses and households? Is that the point?
Precisely. Okay. That's the point. And that is essentially what the IMF program is trying to reverse. So if you read the IMF supported program, their diagnosis of the issue and some of the steps that they have recommended, that is largely consistent with the position we had taken long ago. Winston, I think I said on Joy FM, maybe 6 months ago or so, that a time was coming where the story will be told of how regulators, the central bank, team up with politicians over champagne and messed up Ghana's financial system or sector. This was long ago. Look, it's not only that. You see, once we say this, we have to make the diagnosis objectively. And then also we try to understand the causes. As I said before, the fiscal policy side is to be blamed. But you could not build strong institutions without strong people leading those institutions and saying no to certain gestures, requests, and all of that. And that as a professional, if your understanding is that this was not acceptable, you resign and send a right signal. And I can sympathize with the governors also to some extent that if you check their statement 2.5 years ago or so, you will see that they have been uncomfortable with the way the fiscal side was being managed. But the point is that this monetary accommodating posture enables governments to spend because they know that there is a bailout secured. In that process, we deny private sector and households critical finance input costs. So put all of that together, and you come to the conclusion that a Bank of Ghana has not done well in all of this. To be very honest with you, that is my position. Now also look at, you sit down carefully and examine the role of the central bank in this domestic debt exchange process. Even with the first terms of the DDEP, December 5th, my considered view is that the central bank had not done any serious analysis, impact analysis, stress testing of how this was going to impact the sector. At the time, they were encouraging the banks to sign up, so much to the extent that they had risk-weighted the old bonds at 100%, and risk-weight the new bonds at 0%, essentially coercing the banks to sign up. So, as a regulator, you protect the sector you regulate. So, in as much as I sympathize with the situation, my considered view is that the central bank failed to protect the sector they were regulating and ended up failing to protect itself also.
Prof,
and remember, the losses we are talking about here, these are reserves built over the years, and within a single year, everything is gone.
Prof, we are told that they didn't print any new money or create any new money, since sometimes it's electronically done. Is this plausible to you?
So in the literature, you find monetary financing essentially from two angles. One aspect we call quantitative easing, which is not exactly the same as helicopter dropping of money, which essentially means printing and just distributing. But there is an inflationary outcome, inflationary pressure that you create by that process, especially if that injection does not go to the productive sectors of the economy. You create that inflationary process. And I'm sure when you read the IMF supported program and other documents, you will see how that had ensured that inflation was way up there and the policy rate was way behind, right? And given also the fact that the fiscal side wasn't responding appropriately, obviously, the outcome can no longer be unexpected.
And Prof, I want to talk to you about the calls for the governor and his deputies to resign by the minority. Do you think this is just?
I had said this a little earlier before the minority came into the picture. So my position, whatever I say now, is not to support them or to oppose their position, but as a professional and academic, I have held a view that professionally, I felt long ago that the governor should have resigned, or perhaps should resign, because it just doesn't speak well. Overall, it doesn't lend to building institutions. Strong institutions have checks and balances, and I think that. And I'm saying this because it's my disappointment, because I have so much respect for the governors. I mean, just look at where they've worked, their CV, their qualification, their experience, their exposure. So I had so much expectation. I had so much confidence in them, but I think that confidence has been wounded.
If you're just joining us, we're talking to Professor Godfred Bokbin. He's a professor of finance at the University of Ghana. He's analyzing the governor of the Bank of Ghana's statement yesterday regarding what led to the 60 billion Ghana cedi losses and the construction of the $220 million headquarters.
Yeah, so Prof, I mean, let's look at one thing. Yes, the governor has talked about it. He's talked about how they are very policy solvent. But let's look at what this could have, the impact it could have on the financial sector and by extension, the economy. What the losses that the Bank of Ghana has incurred, finally.
Look, we have said before that this very act and its publication now exposes the central bank to public opinion and public analysis in a way that we have not seen before. So today, the central bank is being discussed literally, not even as an AOB, as an agenda item. Okay? And then also, if you look at what has happened, some of the expenditure items and all of that, actually, it undermines the confidence that we all have in the central bank. That is one key thing. The essence of regulation is to generate trust. In assessing the market value of trust, it's more obvious in its absence. So it undermines the moral authority of the central bank. And that is not good enough. You can, even if you say you are policy solvent, to some extent it's debatable because it depends on how you are assessing it and the variables that you are using. But how the market is also looking at it, how other partners are also looking at it, may be different, and you don't have control over that. Okay, and that is why, for instance, when you are managing your inflation, the focus is more about the inflationary expectation. Okay, and that you want to be able to position your monetary policies and such that you'll be able to anchor that inflationary expectations. Once you lose that, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. So I think that, and we should not underestimate the impact of this on our economy in terms of our financial system, confidence, correspondent banking, and all of that. I think it's quite huge. It's quite. We can use words to try and explain that. Central banks make losses. Of course, businesses also make losses. There are certain losses that raise these questions, and how those losses came about, and how quickly you can recover from that, and the implication. Remember, the central bank is the lender of last resort. And we have used this argument before that in this domestic debt exchange, the IMF and the multilateral institutions ring-fenced their debt because they felt that as a lender of last resort, their balance sheet should not be impaired. So they excluded their debt. And we have said that because the government did not make the much-needed progress with the domestic debt restructure, especially the first round, when we claimed victory, and also the pushback. And if you analyze the external side, because you can gauge the mood of the investors, the investor sentiment. If you look at the external side, both external bilateral, external commercial in terms of the Eurobond, and then you look at the other component of the domestic debt left in terms of pensions, cocoa bill, the dollar denominated, and the rest of you realize that there was no way the country could make significant progress on our debt sustainability pathway without sacrificing the balance sheet of the central bank. And that is what we have done. That is what we have done. And it's going to take us years to recover. And all of that will contribute to the slow recovery of the economy. We can't take that away from what has happened. And remember that the economic recovery we are talking about, it is not just GDP picking up. We are looking at recovery that is broad-based, recovery that ropes in low and moderate income earners, recovery that solves poverty, recovery that narrows inequality, recovery that we all can celebrate. Nobody is going to celebrate GDP growth because that is insufficient. We can't identify with that GDP. You check the data between 2012 and 2019, nearly 20% of our GDP growth came from mining. And then you can also look at the hydrocarbon sector, oil and gas. Meanwhile, within that same period, these two subsectors essentially recorded low growth in employment. So where is the employment dimension of the growth process? That is lacking. Okay, and then look at the horizon. The UN, the World Bank are telling us that our population by 2040 will be 45 million. 58% of that population will be less than 30 years. They probably will be exiting our free senior high school, half-baked. Quantity, we have checked the box. Quality-wise, we are in doubt. Not even that we are in doubt. It's not there. And all of that. And all of them will be entering the labor market. And the World Bank is telling us that from now to 2040, Ghana needs to create 10 million decent jobs, especially in the formal wage economy. The question we need to ask ourselves is, how do we create that with the system that we are putting in place right now, with the way we are going? We will be unique to expect a different outcome by doing these things and then expecting that certainly inclusive growth and development will just drop down from the sky. Okay? Countries that developed, they were intentional. They created the wealth. They created a system that enabled inclusive growth, that enabled job-rich growth. We have celebrated jobless growth for some time now. So we need to move on. The fixation over GDP is over.
Okay.
We need to look at critical key performance indicators that is contextualized, that reflect the dynamics of our society, the population structure. Currently, we have revised our GDP growth to 1.5%. The population growth rate is around 2%. Technically, our economy is in recession. How do you explain that?
Prof, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We're very grateful to you. We'll come back to you later. That's Professor Godfred Bokping, who is Professor of Finance at the University of Ghana Business School, joining us here on the Super Morning
Now,
Show.
coming up on the Super Morning Show, we've got the Wanderlust Ghana team coming to tell us all about their wonderful adventures. Stay tuned for that and more.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
And let's go for the UPSA Law School Point of Law series today. And it says any tax or non-tax revenue owed to the government shall not be paid in kind unless the payment in kind is permitted by an applicable law or by the Controller and Accountant General Regulation 41.1 of the Public Financial Management Regulation 2019 LI 2378. So it says any tax or non-tax revenue owed to the government shall not be paid in kind unless the payment in kind is permitted by an applicable law or by the Controller and Accountant General. And this is Regulation 41.1 of the Public Financial Management Regulations 2019 LI 2378.
Let's be clear, Winston.
Yes.
Paying tax in kind would mean by way of goods or
Yes.
services.
Yes.
Okay.
Where was the ambiguity?
Nothing. I just wanted to clear my mind. That's all.
Hey, your mind is an interesting
People
place.
need it.
Ayo.
If I do, then about 10 others do as
we are
well.
grateful.
So yeah.
Well,
See, Gary says 100.
Gary says 100. But let me just wrap this up, by what Professor Bob King has said. I mean, he's told all of us that, look, by financing the government of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana has contributed to a rise in inflation. And the Bank of Ghana, in contributing, one of the things it also did was that it contributed in a rise in inflation, then turns around to use monetary policy to also, mop up this excess liquidity, leading to a burden even on families, businesses, and households. He's also talked about the fact that, in financing government, what the Bank of Ghana has done is that it will take a long time to get out of this. This has effect on the economy. There's a bit the confidence that you want in the Ghanaian economy. It's one that is lost because of what the Bank of Ghana has done through its financing of the government. And he says this is not going to end anytime soon, as in we're not just going to recover immediately. Our recovery is going to be very, very slow.
Did I hear him say we've celebrated jobless growth for a long time now? Well, listen, Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible for a limited time. They are offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic Starlets, the robust Hilux, and the powerful Fortuna diesel. And that's not all. When you make the decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever. Pay a visit to any of their showrooms here in Accra, or Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrady. Alternatively, you can reach Toyota Ghana using this number 0302 910 204. Credit purchase is available through special arrangement. Toyota, superior quality.
All right, now exciting news from Fidelity Bank. How do you feel about earning points and getting rewarded when you use your Visa card? Fidelity Rewards is here. Earn points anytime you use your Visa card. Points can be used to redeem airline tickets, hotels, cashback, phones, tablets, gifts, vouchers, and Visa merchandise. What's more, when you spend a minimum of 100 Ghana cedis at Starbites, Melcom, Chicken Man, Pizza Man, Cheesy Pizza, Honeysuckle, or any supermarket, you get cash back. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch today and get your Visa card. Go to fidelitybank.com.gh to register for the loyalty program and be on your way to enjoy amazing rewards.
So you're looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound and outbound shipments? If yes, then look no further, because IAX Fedes offers a wide variety of international freight services, which include air freight, sea freight, be it less container load or full container load, customs clearance, and documentation. And their international operations link more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic networks in all key markets, and offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. They have dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in our local customs clearance processes and procedures. IAX or FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for our clients. Terms and conditions apply. Please contact us now for free consultation on international freight services and customs clearance processes. Call us on 0501 605 1000 or 0501 631 1000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is family secured.
Now, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. That's a breakthrough innovation. It ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
It's kingdomstoreonline.com. That's the website driving all the traffic for those of you who want quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture. It's all at great prices. You can pay via Momo across all networks, and they will deliver for free if you live in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So I've got some good news for you. You know that times are hard and all of you are looking for... Yes, I want to tell you about that. I want to tell you about the Yatiso Loans promo reloaded. And so Societe Generale Bank Ghana has listened to all of you and has decided that the loan has been extended to the 29th of September 2023. That's the promotion has now been extended to the 29th of September 2023. So if you're looking to paying off those bills without shedding a tear, sort out your kids' school fees, refurbish your home, or start building that dream castle you've always fantasized about, then this is the golden ticket. So dash into any of the 42 network outlets or simply call 0302 214 314 and let them sprinkle some financial magic into your life. Yatiso Loans promo reloaded now ends on the 29th of September 2023. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Bank, the future is you.
And now the Sukasa Ogranson Communities Affordable Luxury Housing Projects is now out. They've got the affordable housing units on sale. 3-bedroom units with an outhouse starting price is 97,500 USD or its prevalent city equivalent. The 4-bedroom units with an outhouse starting price for that is 195,000 USD or its prevalent city equivalent. And they're offering various convenient payment options. Projects are presently at East Legon Hills and Aimensa. Locate Sukasa or Grandson communities. The office is at Lagos Avenue in East Legon. Please call them on 030-296-0865. Send WhatsApp to 055-369-7886. You can also reach them via email info@sukasa.com.gh. That's the email address. Or you can check them out on social media. Handles are Sukasa GH. Sukasa, building on trust.
All right, time for us to go for the nutrition line from Nestle, and of course they offer good food for a good life.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hallo, guten Morgen, wie geht es Ihnen? Alles gut? And this is where you say, yeah. Welcome to Nestle Nutrition Line, the best of health and fitness. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisowa. We continue our discussion on complementary foods by looking at protein foods you can introduce to your toddler between 6 to 24 months. Protein is very important to the development of a toddler, and both plant and animal protein foods should be part of complementary foods. Examples of animal protein foods toddlers can eat include eggs, meat, boneless fish, chicken, and dairy products like milk and cheese. Local plant protein foods include beans, groundnuts, and agushi. Keep in mind that beans contain chemicals called phytates, which can affect how nutrients are used by the child's body. To remove phytates, soak the beans for some hours and discard the water before cooking the beans. When cooking meat or fish, don't forget to remove any bones and to cook till it's quite soft so your baby can safely swallow. If you have questions on complementary feeding, consult a dietitian the next time you go for a well child or weighing visit. This is all that time will allow for today, but if you want a little bit more, you know what to do. Give us a phone call. We're always happy to hear from you, so reach out please. 0302 517-020 or 0302 211 880, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120001, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS, or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The numbers are 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also send an email to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. This is a day made for you to enjoy. Give it all you've got and enjoy it to the max. Have a great day. Bye.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
Nyamidia apart.
It's the best season of the year, just in some points. Momo pay or you say Momo app. Send with ease and win big. You be merchant or you be Momo user. Momo season Abanti, send the BBR. Send the BBR. Momo season Abanti, send the BBR. Send the BBR.
From now till the end of September, earn points when you download the Momo app and make Momo Pay transactions to a merchant via either the QR code or merchant ID and stand the chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis weekly and other amazing prizes. Our merchants are not left out. Receive payment and win. There are lots and lots of exciting prizes to be won. So download the Momo app, transact with Momo Pay and get rewarded this Momo season. TNCs apply.
MTN. Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Whether I'm passing by the food market, visiting the salon, or filling up my tank for a spontaneous adventure with old friends in a new city, when asked, cash or card, it's always card for me. I switched from cash to card for all my payments with MasterCard. Now I get to do what I enjoy with ease.
Switch from cash to card for all your payments with MasterCard. MasterCard, the secure and convenient way to pay.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, stress-free. Syntex Tank, reliable. Syntex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough.
All right, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
And Franco Trading Enterprise,
Still phone Papa Perfie. And Franco Trading is now taking delivery of a CCTV camera with on-screen display menu and easy configuration, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machine. They also have in stock all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs, 32 to 55 inches, Franco air conditioners from 1.5 HP to 2.5 HP, and enjoy up to 40% discount online in all our shops nationwide. Download Franco Trading app on Play Store. Visit francotrading.com. Don't pick our numbers on Google. Call us on 0246 422 338 or 0555 Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Perfie.
Chaotic birthday shout to Christine Marie Emefa Dono of Mother Providential International School. You're 10 years today. God bless you with wisdom and continue to protect you. It's from Dad, Mommy, Melike and Nunu. We love you dearly. Here's another one to Mrs. Debbie Ashioko France. Is from your husband and children.
And a happy birthday to Sandra Selassie Apau. And also happy birthday to Obobia Dakun Opoku. It's coming from MFR Pau to you. And a big happy birthday to Dr. Joseph Oliver Komi of Ga East. May God bless you so much for your selflessness. As from Lydia Samahis Dodu and family and all friends to you. And also is happy birthday to Engineer Joseph Nat Omabo, who's CEO of Design J&J Construction Limited. May the lines fall in pleasant places from you. For you, with lots of love from the Jays, Joan, Jax, Janelle, and Joan Jr. And also, so the birthday message, and this is coming from Mrs. Joan Omabo, who is Assistant Registrar UG, to her husband. So let me just do this one also. Happy birthday to Mrs. Debbie Ashioko France from your husband and children. You've done that already, Mamavi. Okay, so I think I have a final one that says, happy glorious birthday to you, Mama Jamila Yaya. You have been the best wife and a mother, and may Allah's blessings forever be unto you. From me, your husband, that's Redwan Idrisu, your son Ayan, and the entire family, they say, God bless you. Please prepare TZ this weekend. I'll come.
Today is Pamela's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. So from Fifi and I, happy birthday to you, Pamela. All right. Ekia Konto, Charlene Nana Bunsu, Selom Kofi Ofori, Miles Hagan, Leo Franca Samoa, Liam Kwame Jr., and Holly Burdett. Happy birthday to you all. Okay, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker, and DSTV, it's your moment.
Now, so my friends, imagine sitting in the stands of Anfield cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal. Yes, that dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. And it's just so simple to be eligible. There's an equal chance for clients and non-clients. For you, you haven't been left out at all. For non-clients, download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more, participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presents you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes. Open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here
for good. And imagine getting rewarded for doing something you already do every single day. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what Momo season is all about. There's something for everyone. Download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant, either through the QR code or merchant ID, and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis weekly and other amazing prizes. Our merchants are also not left out of the reward. Receive payments and win. Keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. There are loads and loads of exciting prizes for everyone. So what are you waiting? What are you doing today? Transact more with Momo Pay and more points and win big in this Momo season. Visit momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for Business account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. Terms and conditions apply.
Right, secure your life and that of your loved ones. Just dial star 1890 hash to join the Allianz Life family and experience true peace of mind. You can buy and pay for your life insurance. You can pay premiums on an existing account, check your balance, withdraw your insurance savings, initiate claims, and receive payments promptly. All of this just by dialing star 1890 hash. Follow Allianz Life on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram on at Allianz Life Ghana. For more information, call Allianz Life Insurance on 0302-267-892 or just go to Allianz-GH. Allianz Life, we secure your future.
Well, Coach Joe, how you doing?
I'm all right, Gaza. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too. Have you been following the athletics? I mean, maybe not very deeply, but peripherally.
Yes, kind of. You know, it's in the background somewhere.
I know that's what I meant.
Yes. But yeah,
you know the thing about athletics and global championships is the sheer humanity. You see how people react to defeat, because you see these athletes train for years and years, and they run for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 3 minutes,
Yes.
and they miss it by a moment. So you had like the Netherlands Sifan Hassan running the 10,000 meters, sorry, which is 25 times
around the circuit.
The circuit. She was literally meters from the gold, and she stumbled and fell. And nobody pushed her. She stumbled and fell.
Just, I mean, unpredictable.
Like, she trained her whole life for that, and she stumbled. And when she finished, the great thing is she was asked, and she said, "It has happened. We move." You know, and there's so much of that. Yesterday at the 100 meters, women's 100 meter finals, we had so many stories at play. So there's Shelly Ann, who is a pocket rocket, and everybody loves her, from Jamaica. She was aiming to be one of the few athletes to have won the world championship a certain number of times. Unfortunately, she didn't win gold. She won a medal, becoming the only Jamaican, in fact, the one Jamaican to have more medals than any other in the world championship. The second is Usain Bolt. Now, so she beat Usain Bolt's record.
That's amazing.
But the story I want to tell you is how Fento interviewed Shelly Ann after, not about Shelly Ann herself, but about an Ivorian, Marie-José Talou. She's been running so fast her whole career. She's 34 now, and when you are 34 in the 100 meters, you are an old woman or old man.
Indeed.
And she's never won gold. She always gets to the semi-finals. She's always first in the heat, but she never wins. Yesterday, we all thought it was going to be her day to be on the podium, to become the first African to be on the 100-meter podium. She didn't, and when she was fourth, she cried after the race. So Fento asked Shelly Ann, who knows all about winning and losing, what it was about. Now listen to her answer.
Hi, my name is Fento. I'm from Ghana, Africa. My question is to Shelly. I was in a mixed zone when your good friend Marie-José Talou went by. She was crying, basically. It's the third consecutive championships without a medal for her, and she's been running consistently for such a long time. What words of encouragement do you have for her in terms of the journey she's had up to this point?
It's tough. I think it's really tough. We were talking about it outside that, you know, we have been in finals with Marie for such a long time, and as much as you want to win and as much as you're happy to walk away with your medal, because that's why you train, that's why you're here. You know, nobody shows up on the line saying, "Oh, I want to come fifth," you know. But for me, you know, it really hurts, because I know she's my friend. You know, I know the work, and to be consistently denied of a medal is hard and it's heartbreaking. And I really hope that she continues to fight, and I really hope her moment comes.
Thank you.
She's an amazing.
Yeah, Shelly Ann, gracious as always in victory, and always gracious and graceful in defeat as well. That's how we start the Sports Center. Coming up next, there's more athletics, but Novak Djokovic avenges a Wimbledon final defeat to Carlos Alcaraz by beating the Spaniard in just under 4 hours to win the Cincy Open.
Oh, just exceptional again. Djokovic is the champion in Cincinnati once more.
Reactions to come, also in football.
Ødegaard, classy penalty into the corner, sends the keeper the wrong way, never in doubt from the Norwegian. He opens his account for the season, Arsenal with their first away goal of the campaign.
A penalty from captain Martin Ødegaard gives Arsenal, 10-man Arsenal, a victory over Crystal Palace. And yeah, we have more to come. I'm Gary L. Smith. Thank you for joining me on the Joy Sports Center. We begin, however, at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest.
Toby Amerson in the middle, and Daniel Williams for Jamaica running well.
Amazon from Harrison.
What a day it was on Monday in Budapest as the USA's Sha'Carri Richardson won the women's 100-meter gold medal. Burkina Faso's Fabrice Zango clinched the men's triple jump title. Daniel Stahl of Sweden broke the championship record on his way to discus throw gold. And the USA's Grant Holloway grabbed a third straight world title in the men's 110-meter hurdles. Aman Fentu Tahiru Fentu was at the National Athletics Stadium, and he saw it all wrapped up here.
Under the lights at the National Athletics Center in Budapest, it finally came together for American sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson. From the outside lane, the 23-year-old delivered a flawless race, storming to a new championship record time of 10.65 seconds to claim the gold medal. It's the joint fastest time in the world this year. Except on this occasion, it mattered more than it did when Shericka Jackson stopped the clock at the same time at the Jamaican Championships early this year. With 20 meters to the end, Jackson looked like she had the win, but the clock came back 10.72 seconds, only good enough to secure her silver. Fraser Price picked the bronze in 10.77 seconds and made history along with it, overtaking Usain Bolt as the Jamaican with the most World Championship medals in history with her 15th. Marie-Josée Talu finished in a disappointing fourth, missing out on a medal yet again, the third consecutive World Championships without a medal for the Ivorian. Elsewhere on day 3, there were no such problems for Burkina Faso's Fabrice Zango, who finally delivered a gold medal in the men's triple jump, adding to the bronze he won in 2019 and the silver in 2022. It's the third gold medal for Africa at these championships. The USA's Grant Holloway also made headlines on day 3, winning 3 successive World Championship gold medals in the men's 110-meter hurdles, and Daniel Stahl of Sweden threw a new championship record in the men's discus to claim a second world title. Rai Benjamin and Caston Warholm breezed into the men's 400-meter hurdles final, with Jamaican teenager Roshan Clark also qualifying with a new World Under-20 record. Tuesday's events will see Sifan Hassan of the Netherlands go up against Faith Kipyegon of Kenya in the 1,500-meter final. And then there's Jamako Tamberi versus Musas Bashim in the men's high jump.
That was Fentu Tahiru in Budapest. It's worth noting that Burkina Faso's Zango has shown remarkable consistency in the triple jump. He won bronze at Doha 2019, silver at Eugene 2022, and now it's gold at Budapest 2023. Congratulations to him. And many of our listeners love the 400 meters as well. I know that where Africans such as Nura Ebamadi and Wayne van Niekerk have starred in the past. Sadly, this time, there'll be no African in the final after the semis were decided. Of note, though, is Rasheedat Adeleke of Nigerian heritage and parentage, but she's competing for Ireland. You see her in the finals as she did 49.87 seconds. So today, do join us today across our platforms as we bring you live updates of day 4 of the World, including these events on the schedule. If you have your pen and paper and your timers, you can set it now. The women's 100-meter hurdles heat is at 4:40 p.m. The men's 800-meter heat starts at 5:20 p.m. The men's high jump final starts at 5:58 p.m. The women's discus throw final is at 5:20 p.m. At 6:28 p.m. we have the women's 400-meter hurdle semifinals. At 7 p.m. we have the men's 400-meter semifinals. 7:31 p.m. we have the women's 1,500-meter final. 7:42 we have the men's 3,000-meter steeplechase final as well. So keep these times in mind. Now, Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price had some words of encouragement for Ivorian Marie-Josée Talu, and that's what you heard at the top of the show. What, though, did Sha'Carri Richardson say to Marie-Josée Talu?
That medal she did or didn't get, she's an amazing athlete and she's a phenomenal person. So no medal position defines her. Remember that.
Nice one. Meanwhile, Ferdinand Omanyala, the Kenyan who had always dreamed of becoming the first African to medal at the 100 meters but couldn't achieve that, gives his thoughts on why he seems so slow from the semis onwards.
My body isn't just firing from semis like I did yesterday, so we'll just have to go back and see what happened and see where to correct and what to do best next time.
Do better next time. Good luck to you. Elsewhere, Ghanaian long jumper Deborah Akwa has lamented the country's neglect despite sacrificing by competing with an injury, she says, to win a bronze medal at the Commonwealth Games in 2022. In an exclusive interview with Joy Sports at the ongoing championships, Akwa attributed her inability to qualify for the final of the women's long jump to an injury she has carried for more than a year.
Right now, if I decide to still continue doing track, then I might need a little bit of help. I'm not asking Ghana to give me the whole money in the world, I'm saying help. I'm not saying give me like everything you have, like support. Let me say that, support, just a little support, because I'm already supporting myself. That's what I did throughout the whole season, but it just wasn't enough. So
and if the support doesn't come?
If the support doesn't come, I'll still keep on doing my best.
Deborah Akwas, full interview on myjoyonline.com. In the Premier League, penalty from Martin Odegaard give 10-man Arsenal a 1-0 win over Crystal Palace. Edin Ketia was brought down and then it was converted. So, to tennis, Novak Djokovic avenged his Wimbledon final defeat to Carlos Alcaraz by beating the Spaniard in just under 4 hours to win the Cincy Open. 5-7, 7-6, 9-7, 7-6, 7-4. It finished. And this is how it finishes here on the Joy Sports Center.
Thank you very much, Gary Al Smith. With the Sports Center, it takes us to exactly 8 a.m. So let's bring you the Joy Business Minute, which is brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has given indication of significant progress made by Ghana in passing the first review of the International Monetary Fund program next month. The Executive Director of Policy Initiative for Economic Development, Daniel Amate Neem, has indicated that calls for the resignation of the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, lacks justification. Meanwhile, economist Professor Lord Mensah has questioned the impact of the Bank of Ghana's financing support to government from 2020 to 2022. His comment is coming at a time the central bank has clarified it strictly adhered to the zero financing of government expenditure until the economic difficulties set in last year. Elsewhere, S&P Global Ratings has downgraded 5 regional U.S. banks by 1 notch and signaled a negative outlook for several others. And Master Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you.
Morning show.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And it's the Super Morning Show. It's on Joy, only on Joy 99.7 FM. Good morning. If you're just tuning in, it's 2 minutes after 8. And you had there Daryl Kwal bringing us the business minutes. Thanks to Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG, we stand with you. So are you an SME business owner, school, hospital, church, club or association at CBG? We understand that every city counts when you're working to grow your business. That's why we have designed this interest-bearing business account that gives you true value for money. CBG Business Plus account offers you attractive interest rates, access to checkbooks, USSD banking, local and international cards, alert, internet banking, the CBG mobile app, CBG money voucher platform, and top-notch relationship management. Walk into any of CBG's 114 branches nationwide to get your Business Plus account today. For more information, kindly call CBG on 0302 216,000. You can send an email to info@cbg.com.gh. Better still, check them out and go to their website, cbg.com.gh, or they're also on social media. They've got handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. They make it possible for us to bring you the Joy Business Minute every weekday, 8 a.m. here on the Super Morning Show.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
On the Super Morning Show this morning, we talk this.
The decision to commence construction was taken as far back as 2019 when the bank generated profit. Appropriations for the head office were made each year from profits made in 2019, 2020 and 2021. The project has therefore been going on for over 3 years. The DDEP only took place in January 2023. If we were to be taking the decision today, building a legacy head office would not have been a priority.
And that's the governor of the Bank of Ghana making the, explaining matters related to the bank's losses. Remember, Ghana Central Bank has been in the news for weeks now because of the bank's 60.81 billion losses reported in 2022. Lots of questions raised. We've looked at the implications, recovery. After an earlier press statement justifying the losses, the governor addressed the press yesterday. Earlier today, we spoke to Professor Godfred Bobokping, who's a finance professor at the University of Ghana, Legon. And he says, for instance, that the Bank of Ghana has contributed to the rise in inflation. Remember, inflation is hitting 43.1 now. And he says that confidence is lost in the economy because of the Bank of Ghana's continuous financial support to government. What do you make of the explanation given by the governor yesterday? The Bank of Ghana's current financial condition, unlike commercial banks, the governor explains, will not impact negatively on the operations of the bank. Are you convinced? Remember, the minority is also calling for the governor to resign as well as his deputies. What are your thoughts on that? Send us your messages on 055-1111-997. And we've all been celebrating the 13 Ghanaian explorers. They wrapped up their 10,000-kilometer road journey from Accra to London. And we've all been excited because we've made the headlines. They've put us on the map. But today we want to look at how we can leverage on that success here on the Super Morning Show.
Driving to London is, like I said earlier, a dream we figured out. Why not? When we were asked why, we said, why not? If it's possible, why not try it? After all, what's the worst that could happen? We could get to a point and return, or we could succeed. So we did some research. We figured out all the routes, spoke to people who've done it, and here we are. So we're on our way to London. It's come with different experiences around different terrains, different border crossings, countries, cultures, and it's not something that you can actually get. You can't explain it to people. You should experience it yourself to understand the feeling that goes with it.
Well, they've experienced it. They will be here to share that experience. But most importantly, we're looking at how we can leverage on that success here on the Super Morning Show. And yesterday, oh my God, the Chalewoti Festival opened. Take a listen to this.
The 13th edition of the annual Chalewoti Festival is fast approaching. This is arguably one of the biggest art festivals in Africa and the biggest street arts festival in Ghana. Chalewoti offers a platform that assembles art, music, dance, and performance while creating an atmosphere for many local and international artists and patrons to create, share, and appreciate art together. Since its inception in 2011, Chalewoti has always been held in Jamestown, Accra. However, this year, the popular Street Art Festival, which brings scores of art lovers from all walks of life, will be held in selected parts of Osu and eventually crown the festival at the Independence Square here in Accra. The festival includes photo exhibitions, street painting, graffiti murals, interactive installations, movie screening, procession of cultures, and design labs. This year's edition, themed Magneto Motherland, is special because for the first time since 2011, the Street Art Festival has gone into media partnership with a traditional media outlet, the Multimedia Group. This means the event, which is scheduled for August 21 till August 27, will enjoy comprehensive coverage on MGL's Joy Prime, Joy FM, Hits FM, and its other platforms. The theme, Magneto Motherland, will explore the historical movements that are embedded in popular Ghanaian consciousness and promises to be an experience worth being part of. Organizers have announced major events including the Labs, a mix of artist talks, film screenings, special workshops, DJing, mixes and performances in its first 5 days from August 21 to August 25. Major art exhibitions and music concerts will follow suit on 26th and 27th of August at the Independence Square, Osu, Accra. History will be made at the 13th edition of Chalewote Festival with leading media coverage from the Joy brands. Stay tuned in to Joy Prime, Joy FM and Hits FM for more details.
And history was made yesterday, even with the opening with that white procession. More to come today. There's a photography salon open from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And there's a lecture also at the University of Media, Arts and Communication, Ghana. Well, that's the photography salon is by Abel Gavlo, who is a lecturer at the University of Media, Arts and Communication. It's open 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. More as you stay locked here on Joy as well as on Joy Prime, Hits FM, all the multimedia brands. Will be giving you more information. Check details of it on myjoyonline.com as well. Our big stories brought to you by Vodafone. Feather Together, latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, which is your number one remittance bank. Access Bank is more than banking. And the Vodafone demo promo is getting exciting. Don't miss this opportunity to cash out in their demo promo. All you need is to purchase airtime or bundle with 5 Ghana cedis or more and receive up to 20% cash back in your Vodafone Cash wallet. Also participate in the Vodafone Demo Dance Challenge and stand a chance to win amazing prizes from Samsung. They've got Samsung phones and earbuds up for grabs. All you need is to post a video of yourself on social media dancing to the signature Edemu song and tag Vodafone Ghana. That's all. Keep reloading in the Edemu promotion and win big. Vodafone Feather Together. And welcome to Belmonte. Have you called them? Have you tried to get a second investment? Have you tried to get a home? If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then I am giving you a place to check out is Belmonte. They are in East Legon area, just off Lagos Avenue. They've got stylish apartment, which offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. So if you are looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, you can find it at Belmonte. Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for the 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Belmonte also offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why don't you check them out? Give them a call on 0302 4343 011 or 0204 343 015. That's 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. Let us have your comments on the governor's address yesterday. The justification for their new office building costing millions of dollars. That's also one of the conversations that people are having. So let's have your thoughts on that. 05511119997. That's our WhatsApp number. Send your X messages and add the hashtag Joy SMS. Our social media messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana AIDS Commission test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health, as well as GTP lifestyle. Now, every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. But do you know your money emergency number? If you are in dire need of money, do you know the number that you can dial? That short code, well, it's star 770 hash. It gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. So you don't need internet for this. Just dial star 770 hash. No need to panic in any money emergency situation. Just remember the number that I'm sharing with you, star 770 hash. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. It's 14 minutes after 8. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. Hit my rhyming check. Rhyming check. Hit my rhyming check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Who wants a song when you can have a sale? Orca is celebrating 20 years of excellence by giving you 50% off 20,000 items. Make your house feel like home with selected furniture, accessories, textiles, decor, appliances, and much more for 50% off. Celebrate this milestone with us. Visit the Orca Superstore on Spintex Road today.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back. Into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload it, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office, or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice, whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant, and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
When you are for would you a money seek free amanone and now one money seek amanone any beka customers and pimpima won winning a chedia on one swallow access bank a chedia promo no a bribia babura access bank unkrabata bm eco disika money who jumabia a free 500 Ghana cedis ekro who bet me winning surprises a who do no movie so Western Union and a money gramba with trimua ma access bank in bra with trim so a man seek cancel beto access bank account mu direct there a free freto free 0800 004400 Access Bank, more than banking.
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master plan community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments. Affordable luxury homes for everyone.
You know, I still haven't told my husband. I'm afraid of his reaction.
Oh, I thought you said you would try to disclose your HIV positive status to him on your birthday.
I wanted to, but never got round to it. It just did not seem like the right time to say it.
Don't you want him to go and test to know his status too?
Of course I do. I am just afraid of his reaction. I am afraid he will walk out on me and quit the marriage.
But you can't be too sure of that.
You know, the other day, when he heard HIV in the news, he referred to it as a bad disease. And I know a couple of people whose partners deserted them because they tested positive for HIV.
But it is also important for him to test for HIV and start antiretroviral medication if he is HIV positive.
So what should I do now?
Why don't we ask your HIV counselor at the facility for advice? Come on, let us call her and find out how best to disclose your HIV status to your husband and also get him to test for HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
and it's exciting to see.
That's who they are. 13 men and women who decided to do what has not been done. They took 5 cars and drove from Ghana all the way to the UK, driving through several countries on 2 continents. And the beauty of it is the amount of attention and publicity this has brought to Ghana. Question is, are we making the best use of it? Are we utilizing this? Are we hailing these guys and their achievement as much as they might have been hailed if they had been, for example, Nigerians?
Well, I mean, these guys should have, these guys, based on what they have done, automatically have become ambassadors of the country.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was expecting representatives from the Ministry of Tourism, for instance, to meet them on Sunday when they arrived in Ghana. That was, that for me was non-negotiable. Because these guys have become global icons. Yeah. These guys have become, and they will become your tourist ambassadors. Because today people would look out for the things they say. They're all over the world. People were surprised because we know that people from Europe would ride even bicycles into Africa and all of that. But to have Africans driving to England, to London.
Yeah.
That's something many people were surprised. Because they'd always assumed that Africans were not adventurous. We just loved to, be in our homes and not thinking about what all of these things.
Many who see it as a missed opportunity. A bunch of intelligent, articulate, educated, exposed Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Making us look great. You watch their interviews on BBC and international networks, and they are just a bunch of smart, engaging, people who are representing us, and we've just let them go and come, and is that it?
All is not lost yet. I think that part of the reason we're having this conversation today is because, yes, they've been there. Yes, we've hailed them, and so what?
Well, they're here on the Super Morning Show. I'm sure you have questions. There are things you want to know. They will answer your questions for you right here. But I'm just wondering, do you think we've made the most of this? Have we made the most of the Wanderlust Ghana adventure?
I'm not sure.
I'd love to hear your answer to that question. Use the hashtag JoySMS and talk to us. We'll read your tweets and share them with the world. Have we made the most of the Wanderlust Ghana adventure? All right. Okay, that's all coming up now. ICGC Holy Ghost Temple invites you to their Spiritual Emphasis program with the theme When God Visits. Ministering under the unction are Reverend Eastwood Anaba, President of the Eastwood Anaba Ministries, Reverend Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, General Overseer of the Global Revival Ministries, and the host is Prophet Christopher Yao Ano. He's the Senior Pastor at ICGC Holy Ghost Temple. It's all on Monday, the 28th of August, until Friday, the 1st of September, from 6:30 each night. It's at the ICGC Holy Ghost Temple, Adenta Frafraha, near the Frafraha Community Senior High School. Come and experience the divine visitation of the Lord.
So open the door into your dream house. There's no feeling quite like returning home after a busy day at work. That feeling you get hearing the keys turn in the lock to open the door and walk into your own little piece of paradise. Well, with a mortgage from ABSA, you get to enjoy that feeling over and over again in your own home. If you're a salaried worker, you can borrow up to 5 million Ghana cedis at fixed or variable interest rates and pay back your loan over a period of 20 years. Discover how to get things done at absa.com.gh. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, have you tried the new super delicious and yummy McBerry Twist Cupcake? The McBerry Twist Cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and they come in 2 flavors, vanilla and chocolate. They taste as good as they look, and the best part is that they're affordable. Hurry, get yourself a whole pack for your family. McBerry Twist Cupcake is healthy and it comes in handy as a portable snack for your kids to eat and share with friends at school. Indulge in the deliciously baked and irresistible taste of McBerry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It's available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. McBerry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible. This advert is FDA approved.
And let me introduce you to Verna Water, which is proudly made in Ghana by Toleum Industrial Company Limited and is purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation to meet high standards of quality and safety. Verna, which is ISO certified, is also awarded as the Water of the Year at the Ghana Beverage Awards 2021, Product of the Year by the Ghana Manufacturing Awards 2019, Water Company of the Year by Ghana Manufacturing Awards 2021. Purchase a bottle of Verna, which comes in 330 ml, 500 ml, 750 ml, 1.5 liters, and 15-liter jar. For bulk purchase, contact 0249 717777. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, listen, when we come back, we have Wanderlust Ghana on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Celio, the French brand, is offering you the most exclusive sale this season. Up to 70% off on the latest trends for men. Visit our store at Accra Mall and choose what suits you best. Don't miss out. Exclusive Celio fashion at the best prices.
Come on, baby, come on. Hey, close up. Ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever close up.
All new Close Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new? It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals that cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close Up Triple Fresh formula cleans, protect, and cools. Close Up Everfresh. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Better bet to play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Say share betting. Games are hold on. Pay out so. Bet better man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
Together, we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
Here she comes.
So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahorfe from GTP. The perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahorfe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP. Life styled.
Litzina Travel, in collaboration with Cowbank Women's Banking, is inviting all current and prospective customers of Cowbank to join their second business trip to Turkey, Istanbul, and leisure in Dubai from the 7th to 16th of October 2023. The cost of the full package starts from $2,550 per person and includes visa, flight, hotel, B2B meetings, tours, airport transfers, and travel insurance. The business areas include construction and building materials, furniture and interior decor, fashion and textiles, cosmetics, agricultural products and equipment, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, industrial and heavy equipment machinery, food and beverage and processing equipment, spare parts, and many more. For inquiries, call Tina on 0244 260 789 or Gifty on 0270 302245 or Akosia on 0555 171311 or walk into any Cowbank branch or Litina Travel and Tours at the Alisa Hotel Northridge, sponsored by our media partners Joy FM and the Multimedia Group.
It's been a wonderful experience. The reception with which the world has received this is humbling, and the reception we got on entering England is unforgettable. We are humbled, we are grateful, we are getting a lot of support. We've noticed that contributions towards the fund is increasing, and it's exciting to see.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
They are from far, Ankasa, 10,000 kilometers. That's how far. The Wanderlust Ghana team are here. We're so excited. Franklin Peters is the CEO of Inkit, and Richard Osei Inim is the managing partner at Coral Reef Innovation Hub. These guys took a holiday and they didn't go and sit at the beach with it. They decided to take a drive, and boy, what a drive. They've put Ghana on the map in a very big way, and we're so excited they could make time to join us this morning to tell us all about their amazing 10,000 kilometer expedition from Accra to London. Franklin and Richard, what a pleasure to meet you both. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's our pleasure entirely. You guys are national heroes. More from the two in just a moment. But first, experience the excellence and global recognition of a British education combined with convenience and affordability at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizons and elevate your career prospects with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open for the October 2023 intake. You can find out more by going to lancaster.edu.gh. You can also email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call 030-221-8989 or 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana is the only British university campus in West Africa.
And let me introduce you to Safari Valley Eco Park, which has introduced the safari wildlife experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forests, water, humans, and wildlife, such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Patagonian mara, and many others, where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at only a starting price of 250 Ghana cedis, and it's free for children up to 6 years. It's only an hour's drive from Accra. It opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 0596 914-394.
All right, let's get to it. Franklin Kweku Peters is the CEO of Inkit. Richard Osei Inim is the managing partner of Coral Reef Innovation Hub. And they are two of 13 Ghanaians who took a trip, an expedition, to drive all the way from Accra to London through how many countries?
It will actually less the number of countries. So what?
Probably
Ivory Coast, Mali, Senegal, Mauritania, Western Sahara, Morocco. That's if you're counting Western Sahara as a country on its own. Spain, Switzerland, France, Italy. You went through Italy, and then Monaco, yes, and then France.
I've already lost count.
Yes, you lost count.
I've already lost count.
So
basically, you traversed two continents. Ended up in London. To great fanfare, by the way.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was so exciting to see you guys finally arrive at the end of your journey.
Absolutely.
But some of us followed all the way through. We watched every single interview on BBC and all the other international networks that spoke to you, and we were just so excited to see how beautifully you were putting Ghana on the map.
Right.
But for me, all the way through this, I was sitting here waiting for you to come and meet me so I can ask you one question.
Yes.
What were you drinking when you made the decision?
Is this a family show? Whiskey, good old whiskey.
Oh my word.
Good old whiskey.
Tell me about that moment.
Okay, so Kwabna Pipra and I, and incidentally, there's a backstory to how Kwabna and I met.
Right.
When Dubai, I mean, Ibis or Ibis, and he's in Novotel. They're pretty much same company, whatever. And he posted a picture of beer.
Right.
On his, we're in a group called Let's Eat. So he posted a picture and like, Kwabna, Novotel. I'm like, what the heck? I'm next door. That's how we first met about maybe 5-6 years ago. So we met over beer. And one of the things we do anytime we're traveling through that space, we go to that same pub that we met and we share a beer.
Wonderful.
But one night we're just, boys having a chat, a drink and whatever. And I'm like, dude, you know we could drive to London. And in his drunken stupor, he was like, yeah, why not? And in every team, I'm sure you probably know Bruce Tucker's forming teams, Norman, Storming, performing, adjourning in the morning, and bringing people together as a team, to a high performing team to achieve something. And he's the guy with the OCD in our team.
Oh.
So when we get an
pedantic
idea,
note-taker,
he's
yes.
the one who's going to take an Excel spreadsheet and start. So it's okay, from Accra to London, how many kilometers? That's 10K.
Right.
What sort of cars would we use? What is the route that we'll use? What's the investment? Hotels, food. Extra gallons, even to a T, the kind of jacks that we will use, plugs, oil filters, brake parts, to a T. So there's a whole Excel spreadsheet. In fact, I'm organizing master classes to actually show people how we did it. But it wasn't something that we did out of yes, I mean we found, I'm sure we'll come to the courses that we're supporting. But it was good old whiskey that inspired us to go on this journey, and it's not something that we just got off and started doing. We've been traveling around the country for about we've probably gone around the country about 10 times.
Wow.
All the way to Paga, Navrongo, Wa. We've done that Tumu stretch. We've gone Afram Plains. We've done the Volta region. I mean, COVID, shut down, nowhere to go. So we use that to, and also the kind of work I am in, working with the rural schools. So it's always, I'm always on the move. So we've used that to explore the country. This is just an extension of our road trips.
Yeah. I mean, this is not the kind of idea that would even occur to someone who doesn't love to travel.
Yeah.
So, so I mean, tell me about that, Franklin. What is it about this? I mean, when somebody said, we're going to drive 10,000 kilometers, what exactly is it about you that made you say, yeah, I'm in?
It was very, very, very exciting when I first heard about it. I love to drive. I love cars. I can drive 10 hours, 12 hours straight. You know, I like to feel the steering in my hands. I don't like people driving me. I always drive myself. So when I heard about it, I said, I'm definitely going. And people think like, oh, I'll chicken out in the end. Plenty of people chicken out anyway. We started with like
about 33
cars.
people.
Yeah. And in the end, only 5. Yeah. So I was so determined that if nobody else will go, I will go.
Yeah, and boy, did you go!
Yes, we
did.
Yeah,
you guys you traversed some serious terrain.
Absolutely.
You went through some countries where there was real danger. Am I right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the good thing about what we did was that lots of research. We spoke to lots of people that had done the trip. When you think about this, it's always from Europe down south.
That's the ones we hear about.
That's
right?
what you hear about. Yeah. It's rare for Africans to go, and we've heard all the commentary. And we were not out to set any record. We were just doing our thing. I mean, there are some guys who had done it. One Adamu and another fellow who had done it to Sweden,
right?
And then Adamu did, I think, in the 90s to London. So in fact, we spoke to them as part of our planning. YouTube videos and so on. If we hear of anybody coming to town from Europe who's driven, going down south, and we have lunch and explore with them. So we did a lot of work in it. But the intel we had was that there were specific areas, hotspots. Funny enough, it was from Bamako to Kees. Kees is a border town close to Senegal. So for security, we don't leave our hotels before 6, and we try and get to our next destination before 6 p.m. So from dawn to dusk, we make sure that if it's 1,000 Ks we've got to do, we do it. If we're not, in some cases, we couldn't hit our destination, so we find a town, whatever, and then guys get tired. I mean, we're swapping the driving and so on. So security from Mali to Senegal, in between there were stories of jihadists, there were stories of Fulani herdsmen. And the interesting thing we got told was that these guys can talk to their cattle to sit in the middle of the road and block access and then emerge from whatever. So at the back of my mind, these guys were like, they were fearless, but me at the back of my mind, I was like, Jack,
you're just waiting to see a cow.
Right? I was like, but on the route, you see guys on motorbikes with guns, and we're told they were traditional hunters.
Right.
So that settled us a bit. So we got an escort from Bamako all the way to Case. That was one of the consul at Honorary Consul George at Mali.
Ghanaian consul in Mali.
Yes. No, Hato is Mauritania.
Okay.
So he took us all the way to the border town, slept, and then headed back. So, but these embassies have intel all the time, whether it's red, gold, green. Have you heard the joke about the Ghana flag being different shades of pepper and the black star being shito?
Yeah.
So we got green when we were leaving Bamako. But just when we left Dakar, that's when the Niger crisis hit.
Oh, wow.
So we just missed that by a whisker. So that stretch, Bamako to the Senegal border, we had concerns, but we went through.
And you and your friends, you've traveled across Ghana. You understand the Ghanaian culture quite well.
Yeah.
How did it compare to the cultures of the countries you traveled through? And when I ask this question, I'm thinking of Mauritania.
Okay.
Because we heard a lot about your ordeal in Mauritania, where systems just didn't seem to work.
Yeah.
How does that compare to Ghana, where we are always complaining, that things are don't get
I think
done
for us, yes, we're Ghanaian, but we're also cosmopolitan. We've traveled and lived in different countries, so our mindset and exposure is kind of different, and we're able to view things. We will eat anything. We will eat the couscous. We will eat the anywhere we go. We can adjust. So from a cultural perspective, the Mauritania also. So we leave Senegal, get to the first border that we thought we could cross. That was a place called Diani. Did all the processing on the Senegal side. Crossed over to the Mauritanian side. The guys were like, no. I mean, there was a letter from the Mauritanian Interior Ministry that was allowing us passage. The guys looked at it and said, no, they don't have the system to process it over there. So we should go back to Senegal, 100 kilometers away to another border, which is the Rosso border. And we had heard all sorts of things about the Rosso border. But whatever we had heard, nothing prepared us for the ordeal that we went through. Why? Because two of our cars had tinted windows. Front, the driver and the passengers, it had tinted windows. And it's a traffic offense. So as soon as we exited immigration, I don't know if somebody told the guys that these guys are coming. As soon as we left, the traffic police were waiting for us.
Amazing.
And there are three things. Okay, it's an offense. You're going to take the tints off. We're going to fine you. And we're going to detain the car for 48 hours.
Hey.
Police near Wacho Friday afternoon.
Oh my goodness.
So apart from all the shenanigans that went on at immigration, customs and whatever, if it's $60, budget $180 because it's a fleecing. I mean, they are just ripping you apart.
Extortion.
Okay, extortion. I mean, there's extortion mu Mbappe. It's
goodness.
at the highest level. Yeah. So and Guru boys, pleased to announce are alive and doing well everywhere. Okay, everywhere. This random guy who are just fooling us about when we're just about to decide we owe him 250 euros. So we owe you what? Just
for the pleasure of his company.
Yeah, 250. No, I think the amount they extorted from us. I know we don't like discussing the figures, but it's ridiculous. The criminal aspect of it is that they didn't put us in a system. So when our consul in Nouakchott was looking for us, he actually went to the equivalent of the IGP and to complain because we had a letter from their Ministry of Interior. We were not in the system.
No.
We were not in the system. The guys Friday, whatever, had no processors. They were extorting, whatever. In that heat,
very dangerous.
Yeah, in that heat, and a lot of us are nursing. We're growing old, nursing all sorts of long-term conditions. No water, food for 7 to 8 hours. So eventually, the pressure came from the capital, and they let us go. We ended up in Nouakchott at the Honorable Consul Felix Hatto's residence. And I've never enjoyed a piece of fufu, a bowl of fufu like that in my entire life.
Yeah.
You know, usually we sneer at fufu that's been pounded at, say, a few hours. No. Even though it was sorted out at 1 p.m. and we're eating at midnight, we just kept quiet and then consumed it and went to bed.
First good dish.
After
days.
Because a lot of the dishes on plantain chips and crackers and nuts and so on. This is where the women will say, if you are taking us along, but I'm sure you had kiki, I'm sure you had fish and shito and so on. But it's all good. Mauritania reminds me of, I was telling you earlier, a scene out of a Clint Eastwood movie in the Wild Wild West. The heat, the dust,
our lawlessness.
I'm sure Mauritanians are very lovely people, but based on our experience, when you enter a country, your first engagement is at the port. That is, you form all your impressions at the port. And for me, I'm not going through Mauritania anytime soon. I'm not going there. But I understand the consul took it up, protested with the government, and they claim there's some investigation going on, so we'll see.
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, since you talked about, maybe the ladies would have said, why didn't you take them along? Why were they interested and you didn't take them?
No. We've always maintained boys gig, and this is where they will be throwing stones at me for being what do you call it? What's the word they used to describe as a chauvinist and what's the word they've also got the patriarchy and so on. Yeah, sorry, they are now going to look for your wig and your lipstick and your whatever. No. But there's a lady with us.
Yes, you had a lady with us.
Shikanik was with us, and Shikanik is a fantastic young lady trying to build a business around training female mechanics to support female drivers. I mean, in several jurisdictions, women are considered better drivers. Their cars tend to enjoy premium pricing when they are reselling and so on. They sort of demand or require certain specific engagement in that space. So it's shout out to Shikanik and what she's trying to do in that space. Technical vocational spaces as well. Yeah.
Wow. What currency were you guys using on the trip? Like, what were you paying cash, card?
Well, we use our visas, and most of the ECOWAS countries used SAFA.
Right.
Mali, Abidjan, and Senegal, right?
SAFA.
So we had SAFAs. And usually it's card because we didn't want to carry a lot of money on
not
us.
very safe. Yeah. If you just joined us, we're talking to Franklin Peters and Richard Enim. They are two of the 13 Ghanaians who made that road trip from Accra to the United Kingdom, to London. And we're learning all about this amazing adventure. And we're about to talk about why, okay, and the purpose that you put this ordeal to. You used it to raise money.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so my line of work is in education. I'm a teacher. Anytime I say I'm a teacher, I get immigration, I say I'm a teacher. The guy says, I won't say teacher. But yes, I'm a teacher, and we've been, over the last 5-6 years, thinking and exploring and working around bridging what we call the digital poverty divide. If you really think about it, I mean, ChatGPT, if you must be hiding under a rock if you haven't come across ChatGPT and AI and so on. So that's on the automation side. It's driving change, replacing jobs, disrupting industries at a much faster pace than we ever imagined. However, innovation is replacing jobs, but different types of jobs which require different types of skills. Now, picture here in Accra, top schools, GIS, Roman Ridge. Think about them. Parents of kids in those schools have no problem supplying devices for them to access these types of skills that we're. So for rural areas, we're championing a digital catalyst fund that allows us to support rural schools so that their students can also play in that space. I was in Singapore the other time. This guy was telling me that, look, I'm lying in my boxers and programming from and fund. I'm being paid So, how do we bring students in rural areas to play and be part of we talk about the youth bulge in Africa and the fact that as by 2030 whatever we will have the most useful population across the globe. But population doesn't equal talent. Population never equals talent. So how do we hone their skills, curate those skills, and support them to also compete? I mean, you must have heard of the Methodist girls who
win the robotics. Yes, twice.
They won it twice. I think MTN is building a center there for them and so on. So how do we replicate? How do we democratize? How do we make lots of... I would like to see a lot more rural kids going into competitions, going into AI, going into IoT, the whole fourth industrial revolution. How do we curate education 4.0,
right?
Make it relevant for our rural folks. So that's really what our Digital Catalyst Fund it's ambitious. We're raising $1 million.
Wow.
For that. And some members of the team who have businesses are saying, okay, we will seed that fund. So for us, every device, every smart lab that we sell, solutions we sell, a percentage goes into that fund. So we're seeding it. We're hoping to do anything between in the next 2 to 3 years, maybe $100,000 from us to seed.
Wow.
So every single tablet, laptop, robotics kit, training, capacity building for whatever, we will contribute to that fund. Independently managed, independent board. So rural schools that want support can apply, and then we see how that. So that's that. There are two real estate guys on there. Every house that they sell, they'll put a certain percentage into that. So that's the base. We're not just going off for the frolic of our own, and no, there's a bigger cause or vision that we're supporting.
For those listening who just want to honor what you've done by donating, how do they go about it?
You know what? I've forgotten that short code, but you carry on. I'll look.
There's a short code. Oh, that makes life easy. So we'll get you that. We'll get you that short code as quickly as possible. In the meantime, though, I mean, Franklin, the response, the reaction of Ghanaians to what you've done. I mean, it's been nice. It's been so nice that we're all so excited. We are in awe of what you've done. You know. But there are some who still think, Bagana pa. If you guys had been a bunch of Nigerians who had done this, they would be, making noise about you. They would be building statues in your name.
Statues,
well, we wouldn't put it past our cousins to do that. But the question, I guess, is: do you think Ghanaians have embraced and maximized what you guys have done enough?
I don't know how to answer that. But I think, we didn't expect that this would blow out of proportion. We were just doing our thing, driving to London. And as soon as we got there, I mean, the reception at Dover, I mean, it was crazy. Everybody was there to welcome us. Everybody was there. Pictures. I've taken like 2 million pictures. Even today in front of your office, somebody asked me to take pictures. So it's pictures. We didn't expect this to happen. Yeah.
Comparing to Nigerians and maybe the Basican movement and so on. So there's a population size. I mean, officially 150 to 200 million, unofficially 300 million. I mean, compared to our 30 million. So there's something about the disposition of Nigerians and versus Ghanaians, the way we approach things and so on. So maybe there's a cultural thing over there. As you said, we weren't expecting it. We're just doing our thing. It's blown out of proportion. But for me, from a purely enlightened self-interest opportunist, let's leverage it and do some good. So yes, I mean we're calling on all sorts of partners, corporates, and so on to support us in this agenda. The short code. The short code is *447* 2353 #. So it's *447 #2353 #. There's a digital catalyst fund that we're raising.
Just one more time, please, for us.
It's *447* 2353 #.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And if you need it, you can go back onto our social media and just replay it. We will save this podcast for you so that you can go replay it and get that short code to participate.
Oh, also want to add, Inkit is running a 10% discount. From now till, right? A 10% discount, and a portion of the proceeds will go to the fund.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And Inkit is opposite Ghana Commercial Bank in Accra, Newtown.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So yes, it's quite an expensive venture. We're hearing all sorts of things that people want to do it and so on. I mean, we planned several trips. There's an Accra Cape Town plan. There's a Perth Brisbane. We just discovered that the Egyptians have dug a tunnel that connects Africa to the Middle East. So there's a Dubai, Accra. There are all sorts of trips that are being planned and so on. And so when we set out, there are a few corporates that we approached that we're not interested. Like, you guys, are you guys?
Have you been drinking whiskey?
yes, we have. But it's interesting the kind of response from corporate Ghana as well. I said, no, we're not upset, we're not mad. Let's do the right thing. Show us the money, show working, and support our cause. Yeah.
Some of the public reactions have been negative.
Of course.
Weirdly. I find it weird.
Yeah.
I can't think of what the negative would be, but there are some people who have even condemned what you did.
Of course.
How do you feel about that?
We just don't have time. We just don't have the time to nurse negative energy. We have a cause, we are focused, and I can bet you we will raise that money.
What is the most surprising thing you've heard people say about your expedition?
Oh, somebody was like, we should be arrested. We are charting a path for Ghanaians to go to Europe by road and so on. It was kind of listen. We took the lighter side of it. There are some that clearly didn't know that it was possible, but through this we've demonstrated that it is possible. You will go on land to a point where you can put your cars on a ferry, and we don't have to go far. There's a Dambai, what do you call it, ferry that crosses to what do you call it, and we've used that several times on our planes and so on. So it's nothing spectacular. When they go to Calais, they went on to the ferry to Dover and then went on to Ashford. So it is possible. There are trips that people can do from here to Alaska to America, and at some point you will have to. When they say by road, it doesn't mean it's going to be a road. Yes. So that's what people were not clear about. So that, I think, that education has come about, and there's some that are also aspirational. And I was like, oh. I mean, there are people that are joking that they will take Praja to India. There are some that are saying that they will take their Matisse to Cape Town and so on. So, listen, we're fun guys. We've got a very good sense of humor, so we take it in our stride.
Okay, but I mean, talking about how we're taking it and all, I'm just curious. Did any official from the Ministry of Tourism or Ghana Tourism Authority meet you when you arrived?
No.
When you returned?
No.
And they've not gotten in touch with you?
No. Nobody's gotten in touch with us. No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we asked this because of our curiosity about how Ghana is leveraging what you've done. I mean, I don't say this just because the two of you are in front of us, but the whole group is made up of intelligent, articulate, exposed, smart, wonderful examples of Ghanaians. So if you've done this, and the whole world has seen you, for me, that's an opportunity that as a nation we ought to be taking more advantage of. So it surprises me that that engagement hasn't happened.
It's interesting. One official was like, proceed at your own risk.
Oh, wow.
We went for, we needed support to go through the different countries. One official was like, but why don't you just fly? You know, when you confront us with we want to do something, and you, in your superior wisdom, is telling us to we just don't engage. We managed to get our own support through our own various relationships, and we are networked. So we managed to get all the only chink in the armor was Mauritania.
Good old Mauritania.
But you know what? Things were going so smoothly and so well that in the back of my mind, my background for many years risk management. There was always a scenario in my head, a curveball, a curveball. No. It will sod's law. If it's going to go wrong, it will go wrong. You know.
Listen, I can't tell you how exciting this conversation has been. We're so glad you could make the time. Come and tell us about your wonderful adventure. And we know it's the first of many. We plan to be there with you for all of them.
Absolutely.
Franklin Peters, Richard Inni.
Yeah, get guys to support.
Yes. The Super Morning Show is the official media partner of Wanderlust Ghana. We've taken it. Do with that as you will. Franklin, Richard, thank you both so much for your time with us.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
More on the show after these.
Kajayi kushima wani me kona me waja shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana Mali, Sumanguru waja shong. Waja jake, waja shong.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
By popular request, I'm inviting you to join Latina Travel and Tours on a 7-day prayer pilgrimage to Israel. Be prepared to be baptized in the Jordan River by our special pastor and also pray at the Wailing Wall. We will visit Jericho, Bethlehem, Tiberias, Nazareth, and many more enchanting holy sites that will linger on and on. You can choose and register for any of the following trips. First trip, 15th to the 22nd of October 2023. Second trip, 19th to the 26th of November 2023. Rate $3,600 single per person and $3,200 double per person. Package includes visa, flight, hotel, tours, and many more. Call and book your space now on 0244-260-789 or 0558-120400 or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge. Media partners Sunny TV, Sunny FM, and Joy FM.
Miss my baby. Options.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is
I love these songs. And very soon, our friends from the Chartered Insurance Institute will be joining us right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. They'll be telling us more about the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana Awards Night. But first is the new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate and your Ghana card. Applying to be MTN Momo Merchant has been made simple and fast. So you just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You'll receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy your secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app available on the Play Store or the App Store. But Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, says now you don't have to walk to any of their shops. You can actually shop conveniently by logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They accept payment via Momo, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. But please note, terms and conditions do apply.
And even though me have to left you more time now and then, still coming home back again. I tell you this, where you turn me on with a sexy shape and form. If you want me stay the whole night, girl, I ain't putting up a fight. I tell you this, where you turn me on with a sexy shape and form. If you want me stay the whole night, I ain't putting up a fight. Because you give me the real release of my mind at ease. Anytime I step up in all the loving increase. She a hold on tight and the sitting it a squeeze. She have to ball out and make please. Because me does a bend up her body and a knock up her knees. Anytime I put it on, I got the goodness and cheese. She hold me drumstick, I'ma push up her keys. She have to remember no moment like this. Tell you this,
99.7 FM.
.7 FM and our friends from the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana here to tell us more about the Excellence Awards. This morning we're joined by Stephen Kwarteng, who is MD, Olia M&G Insurance Brokers and Vice President of Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana, and Sharon Ama, who is member of the Awards Committee. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Stephen. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
I believe all of you are doing well.
We are doing great.
We thank God for life. So, tell us more about this award. What inspired, CIIG, the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana, to establish the Excellence Award?
Yeah, thank you, Winston. This is the third year of organizing this award. We've seen in the past people trying to give awards to insurance professionals, insurance industry, people who do not have knowledge about our industry. you know, and all they do is just the money aspect of it. You're there, and then they just tell you you have been selected to be the insurance company of the year. I tell you one funny story. One of the awards that they organized, they gave an award for the best marine insurance company of the year to a life insurance company, a company that doesn't even provide the products. So the institute looked at it and said, in line with the objective of the institute, we want to have an industry-owned award system that will actually reward professionals and promote the best practices that we are looking for. And that inspired the CIG, the institute that regulates professional practice of insurance in our market, to institute the Insurance Excellence Award. Yeah.
So how have these Excellence Awards, and this is the third one, so the first two, how have they impacted the insurance community in Ghana?
Okay, so it's been able to give most of our awards, those who were nominated and those who were able to acquire awards, it's giving them exposure, where people are now being exposed, and then they're able to so when it comes to the can I please have the question again? Sorry.
No, I mean, I was asking you, for instance, that, you know, when it comes to the awards, how has it impacted insurance in Ghana?
Yeah, so what the award has done is that, you know, is promoting professionalism. Everybody knows that you have been watched. For example, one of the categories, we asked the question, how many complaints have the public made with the National Insurance Commission about your company? What percentage of them is resolved? So these things are making all companies being aware that, look, whatever I'm doing, the award system, if I intend to actually enter, people are looking at me. So it's actually promoted the level of professionalism. For me, for example, in my company, we sit every day and we look at the criteria that's being used in the award, and we say, look, how do we improve on this aspect of our work to enable us, you know, to continue to become award winners.
Okay.
So,
since you use the awards criteria every day in your work in ensuring that you become award winners, could you explain the criteria used to select nominees and winners of the different categories?
Yeah, so we have various categories of the awards. We have the universal category. Universal category, basically, we are looking at the Young Insurance Professional of the Year, the Professional Underwriter of the Year, Claims Professional of the Year, Employee Development Company of the Year, Corporate Social Responsibility Company of the Year, Digitally Driven Insurance Company, Insurance Professional of the Year. And then we have the Ultimate Insurance Company of the Year, and then for General, and then the Life. We also have the Insurance Agent of the Year, and the Reinsurance category, Broker category. In each of them, what we do is that we have both quantitative and qualitative criteria. The quantitative criteria, we are looking at your performance in terms of your market share, your turnover, your claims ratios, your return on asset ratios. So these are figures that sit with the National Insurance Commission. What we don't want to happen is, I mean, you give an award to the Insurance Company of the Year, and the next year you hear they are on liquidation. You know, we don't want that to happen. So when you come to the qualitative one, that's where we are looking at customer service, your turnaround time for claims. All these are the criteria that we put together. What percentage of operation is digitized? You know, how often do you train your staff? What contribution you are making to society in terms of you being giving back to society, what society has given to you. So we looked at all of them. Your participation in industry programs. How do you develop the professional knowledge of your staff, training, and all those ones. So these are the criteria that we use in selecting who wins what particular award.
But of course, also of importance is fairness and impartiality during the selection process.
Yeah.
How do you ensure that?
And absolutely is one of the strength of our awards. What is happening is that we have a panel, an awards panel made up of retired insurance professionals and people in the industry. So there are reps from the pensions, reps from the health insurance, rep from IBAC, rep from GIA, and then some retired people. They come together, and these criteria, every panel member, based on the input that, you know, so the process starts with award people who want to get awards. You nominate, you put a nomination, you fill a questionnaire, and then you provide evidence to back the answers that you provided. So when they get it, KPMG will sort all of them out and give it to the panel members. Panel members sit down, they score independently in the presence of KPMG. So after that, everybody submits their sheet to KPMG. So even among the panel members, nobody even knows what the other is giving to the other panel member. So until the final day, nobody even knows who wins. But the criteria has been made such that it gives room for both smaller and bigger firms to be able to win. Because, for example, if you are measuring profitability, somebody may have even 1 million and he moves to 2 million. That's 100% growth. So the percentage is awarded not on the quantum, it's just on the growth.
Okay.
And this enables that, we are fair and everybody gets what is supposed to win. So it gives everybody the room to be able to win.
I like that, but I also do know that as the awards are getting very close. When is the awards?
It's this Saturday, 26th.
This Saturday.
Of August.
I know there's some level of anticipation and excitement among industry professionals. Can you describe it?
So the excitement is there. People are buying tickets, and it's actually going to be a moment where excellence and professionalism is going to be awarded, where people are going to be able to connect well with industry players, and there's so much excitement where companies are they are ready to see what is there for them based on the efforts they have played over the period. So people are actually excited. Tickets are actually running out, and we encourage people who have not actually purchased their tickets yet to do so, because it's running out so fast.
Okay, we'll get to how they can purchase their tickets. But when you look ahead, when you look forward, going forward, are there any plans to expand the Insurance Excellence Awards or introduce new categories to reflect industry trends?
Yeah, every year we review the awards that we have. So the first year when we had it, we didn't even have our friends from the health insurance joining, the private health insurance companies. But they joined the last one. They are here. We hope to rope in our friends in the pensions industry, because there are insurance professionals in the pensions industry. And then depending on trends, we would review some of the decisions that are being taken, and I'm sure a lot more categories would be. I think what CIG looks for is that anything they can do to measure through the award that will promote professionalism and inspire the public to put their trust in insurance business that we do, they will look at it and provide the award to be able to inspire people to work towards that.
Yeah. Great. And what message would you like to convey to insurance professionals who are considering participating or attending the award? Since you see the tickets are almost running out, what do you tell them? Where can they get some to buy?
Yeah, so tickets are with the CIG Secretariat within the NIC building. So they can place a call to the Secretariat, and you can buy a table or you can buy tickets. I must say that already our members are approaching. I'm not too sure whether we still have tickets available, but they can speak to the Secretariat and they can get it. What I want to tell others is that it's a good time. Some will win, some will not win. I was fortunate. My company won 2 awards last year, and it really inspired our team. So I would encourage everyone to own this. The beauty is that we want to make it an industry award. So you can see that our headline sponsors are all the bodies, the professional bodies within the insurance industry. The National Insurance Commission is a headline sponsor. Ghana Insurance Association, the Brown Car Secretariat, Insurance Brokers Association. These are our headline, sponsors. And you can see virtually everybody in the industry has provided some form of sponsorship. We have the Enterprise Group being our platinum sponsor, Sanlam Group Gold, SIC. We have Waikari,
SIC Life.
Yeah.
We have Old Mutual. We have KEK Group. We have Olia.
Yeah.
We have Ghana Reinsurance. We have iRisk. We have Alliance Life. We have GN Re. We have Coronation. We have Insia. We have Millennium. We have Priority Insurance. We have ASIAC. We have KPMG. We have Joy FM backing us.
Sure.
Yeah. Joy has been our media partner from the first one,
from the inception.
From inception, and we are grateful. And then we want to thank everybody. I think you left our Sanlam Group.
Yeah.
They are good sponsors. So all these companies are contributing towards making for us to have a successful award come Saturday. So we want to thank all of them for their support. And then I wish everybody the best of luck.
Great. So let's wrap it all up with your closing comments, closing remarks. What would you say finally, Sharon? And then I get to you, Stephen.
So for our professionals, what we want to say is that we wish them the best in these awards. We wish the best comes out of the ceremony, and we also hope that we also encourage that they work hard and then strive for excellence and professionalism.
Great. How about you, Stephen?
Yeah, what I want to say is to thank the Institute for instituting this award, and I'm happy about the system that have been put in place. Generally, I want to tell Ghanaians that the market is striving for excellence. We want to ask the public that they should continue to put their trust in insurance. We are there for the general public. People should think about insuring their properties, insuring their lives, doing everything. And CIG is there through these award systems and other measures to ensure that the public get the best of service that they deserve when it comes to delivering insurance services in our country.
Thank you very much, Stephen Kwarteng, who's MD Olea M&G Insurance Brokers and Vice President of the Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana, and to Sharon Amang, who is member of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana Awards Committee. We're grateful that you made time to join us. This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you for having me.
The sun is up, spirits high, people everywhere. Yeah. The food is good, the wine is fine.
Coffee in your cup, joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. On Joy 99.7 FM. Cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
Did you hear that Electroland Ghana is still running Founders Day promo? Yes! From now till stocks last, make your way into any Electroland Ghana showroom and choose appliances from Samsung, Media, Nasco, and TCL at affordable prices. Products ranges from microwaves, gas cookers, fridges, air conditioners, and more. All you have to do is to walk in and grab yourself some luxurious electronics for your home at affordable prices. Or call 0503 159 739 for more info.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
We need you to read all of this in the next 30 seconds. Is that okay?
Yeah? All of it? Do they really offer all of this?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
All the goals, flashes, and moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka. All 380 games, all in HD. Available in all the languages you want, on all the devices you enjoy. Choose the bouquet you want from all the options available. The Premier League, all on DSTV.
What now? What's up? Down close entertainment. I know you missed me. Listen, I better be born ready. Now. Mede makoma na mano when you find your yawo pe be share na what you so me friend the crown butu munye me pen the pen abaso e jam penyin for tai bube na mo take na da kon o kwa abade a metwan ho fe yes when me nyonko brebo amudi so masedo yes obedi me dia vrego na ho ka mabo ne dia ne dim ne tabe shim me fompa bo adodo amato adwa sana wo tie papa ma yo etibaku me mabo odugu refi kura kai e o shadai bote ke bana bo che me share ko 21st wo nugu am neck mo no me ma e ko me kai na me che blue ba take she me pa e ka be ko bomu dua na sulumba say one buy your bonia now it's said if I take if you give us one minute with your tea bibia one me adwa and then I'm jamming who and I can be say that you know me feel me ya dey cram us like come on now
what Joy 99.7 FM
ready to bomb ready like anyway yes what the remix for the remix the refix yago all right young boy enti ase nye dwuma ahomache bia ya kontokwa de bia na bemu na boni abote de boni akoma abede meti anye ye mebusu afoti efie kuma oba na woku me pena me nim kofi bia pona na fa man fa na me tipa ni me ye nye fe me ne mo kranka me ga me girlfriends no fa ne ga bia che bono ana wote masie so na me mpe enfom so amaye na so me da so beti ase dia abede ma no be nyame aye.
Yeah, I mean, you're now remembering why when Sarkodie burst onto the scene, it was a phenomenon. I mean, we'd never heard anything like him. And to this day, he still stands alone in what he does. You know, it's hard to picture him as the how was he described? An upcoming artist with an uncertain future. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and the Chale Wate Festival is in full swing. Have you been there? Have you been to the now absolutely colorful Black Star Square? You need to go check it out. Everything you could possibly, your mind could possibly conjure up as an image of Ghanaian diversity is right now present at the Black Star Square. Go check it out. Go take those amazing selfies. Because if you haven't taken a picture at the Chaliwote Festival yet, then you haven't taken a Ghanaian picture. Ani Osabute joins us to tell us more about why this is the most exciting location in Ghana. Ani, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kojo.
Yes. More from Ani in just a moment. But first, people are winning some moolah, some serious cash. Are you ready to be part of the several winners who are walking away with some good cash? Well, Game Park Limited, the newest lottery operator in Ghana, brings to you the Pick 4 game. Pick up your phones and dial *946# on all networks and select 4 numbers between 0 and 9. You can also play on their website, which is gameparkgames.com. Android users can download their app from the website, which is gameparkgames.com. Watch their live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. every day, Monday to Sunday. Let's play this game and cash out on some good moolah. Game Park Games, more moolah, more power. The game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18.
And Litina Travel and Tour brings you exciting packages between now and in December. So here you go. 2. One is 2 prayer pilgrimage trips to Israel in October and in November. Each of these exciting trips will last for 7 days and at a moderate all-inclusive rate. 2 CalBank Women Banking organized trip to Turkey and Dubai this October. And the trip is for all CalBank clients or prospective clients to visit and engage with the Turkish business community from the 11th to the 16th of October. Business sectors include pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, furniture, fashion, textiles, food and beverage, construction equipment, and medical equipment, amongst others. Limited places available on these trips, so please call Tina on 0244-260-789.
All right, now, by the way, since we're speaking about Litina Travel and Tours, they have another trip. It's a prayer pilgrimage trip, actually. There are 2 trips to Israel in October and in November. Each of them will last 7 days. And then the other one is the one you just mentioned, the CalBank trip to Turkey and Dubai.
Great. So let me tell you about the UPSA Law School in partnership with the Ghana Bar Association. Pleased to announce the honorific lecture and award to celebrate the lifetime achievement and works of Justice Professor Samuel Kofi Databa, the renowned legal academic and retired Justice of the Supreme Court. The event comes off on Thursday, 31st August 2023 at 5 p.m. at the Labadi Beach Hotel, which will extol his work and also reflect on his enduring legacy in the legal academy and bench. Strictly by invitation, but will be streamed live on the social media platforms of the UPSA Law School. Kindly visit the social media platforms of UPSA Law School or email upsa.lawschool@upsamail.edu.gh for information on how to be a part.
All right, then. So it's now official. Joy Prime and Joy FM and other MGL platforms and media partners are joining up with the biggest carnival in Ghana, the Chaliwote Street Art Festival. Colorful annual festival of sights and scenes, treats thousands of revelers to rich African heritage, art, dance, street painting, graffiti, murals, whatever. And of course, with multimedia involved, it's going to be explosive. As the name Chaliwote suggests, the festival is flip-flopping to a new location. This year, it's Osu, so come along and let's make unforgettable memories at Osu from the 21st of August until the 27th, 2023. Ani Osabute joins us to tell us why everybody is going gaga over Chaliwote. Ani, how has it been so far?
Good morning. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm wondering how has the kickoff of the festival been, and how are people engaging with this year's variety of art and exhibitions?
Well, I think first and foremost, the buzz has been great. Yesterday we had an opening, that is the procession through some selected street in Osu, Oxford Street, and it precedes the entire Chaliwote preparations for the period that we'll be exhibiting and showcasing artistic pieces from different parts of the world, especially in Ghana here. And yesterday, the procession happened from the Christenborg Castle, and we took through to some selected streets in Osu, to the Independence Square, and then back to the castle itself. It was amazing. I mean, I was surprised the way people welcome us. I remember when we got to a certain portion in Osu, and you could hear in Ghana I will interpret that. And one woman was like, "Oh, nearby, walking in it, like we are welcoming you to Osu. We've been waiting for Charlotte for years, and finally you guys are here, and we guarantee you our prayers, our commitment, and to ensure that you have a very successful festival." So yesterday the buzz was amazing. Anybody who was there, if you have seen the pictures, it was a very solemn walk, which also reenacts the alleyways through which the enslaved walk into waiting vessels that send them abroad. And so we were able to reenact that. And we had an amazing time. Afterwards, we had a film screening inside the castle. So we called it a day. Today, Tuesday, we'll have the film labs also showing at the same time. But yesterday was amazing.
Tell us about what else is in store for those who are yet to come spend some time at the festival.
So normally, Charlotte people know the Saturday and Sunday to be the rap days. However, throughout the week, we have film labs. And this film labs, it's a 5-day mix of art talks, film screening, workshops, DJ mixes, and all of that, where we bring the best of the best from around the world to come and interact and engage with each other, to share ideas, to network, and also to help each other improve their works for subsequent productions moving on. And so the film labs are still in there at the Osu Castle Gardens. And so from 2 p.m., we will invite the general public to make their way there and to see some of the movies that we have lined up. We had a lot of submissions from all over the world. We went through a painstaking selection process to arrive at the ones that will be screening. And yesterday, we had a film called Dance Like a River. And Dance Like a River, it's a documentary film giving a portrait of a Ghana traditional dance music group called Odada, who migrated to the United States, and in a way of keeping the culture, they started kind of practicing or living the traditions that they have left behind in a foreign land. So we screen that. We have a chap from Senegal, his name Jibre. Jibre's film will be screened on Friday. This morning was on Joy Prime to talk about his work. We have a lot more lineup for the general public. So from yesterday, today, tomorrow till Friday, the film labs are happening. When you go there, you see the artistic pieces of the various artists that we have that have been displayed there. So when you go, you see a lot more of that blend. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, everybody's excited about it. The MGL collaboration is something new this year. How has that impacted the exposure of the festival?
I think it's been amazing. Traditionally, Charlotte has always been driven through social media, but this year, this is the very first time. We had collaborations with other partners in the past, but this is the time when, for example, that we're like, okay, let's go and sit down, having a conversation, and do proper media razzmatazz, for want of a better word, or media hype and all of that. And I was telling some of the guys that, like in our streetwise words, we say it has even overed us. Because I remember right when you guys went public, we got the media schedule. And we were pumping me. Got to a point that I needed to call Philip Knight to tell him that he should hold on because I'm being choked with too much publicity. But it's been amazing, and we are very grateful that it has come to that. We are very happy and excited about the fact that it's a new location, so obviously we needed to make a lot of noise about it. And we're very happy that so far it's been received here, and we are looking forward to an amazing week of great artistic display of some of the best of works from all over the world. I mean, one of the things for us is also, Charlotte, the concept has always been like to create a space for young but brilliant artists who do not have the financial muscle to showcase their pieces in expensive galleries. So we create a platform for them. Almost everybody comes there, and so when they come, they see some of these guys, their works, and they network and they help them build on. And for the past 13 years, we've had a lot of people who have gone through the Charlotte phase to be independent artists who are celebrated around the world. Some are traveling to showcase their works all over the world. So for us, that is the gratification we get. And I'm very happy that this year we're having young artists that are coming through the wings and whose works reflect the theme, Magneto Motherland, that we want to exhibit, to show empowerment, to show that, look, we are not a docile people, but we are people of creative minds, that we can take hold of our own destiny and make the needed impact in our communities and in our country and even in Africa. So you'll be amazed when you come there. I would like to sound, I'm so excited about every piece of art. This year we have one amazing lady, her name is Charity, and I entreat everybody to come there and see her work. We have B.A. Kote, who is also displaying there. We have one chap whose work is purely curated from fire. And you will be mesmerized by that when you see it.
Yeah. Listen, Annie, thank you so much for getting us all excited about the Charlie Wote Festival. We'll be there. We'll see you there. We'll share a few sticks of kebab while we enjoy the wonderful art, okay? And that is Annie Osabute. He's the crew member in charge of media for the Charlie Wote Festival. And you'll see him. You'll see him on campus at the festival. Okay, then. It's been quite a show.
Yes, Kojo, it's been. I mean, starting from the Bank of Ghana, conversations about, printing money, and we're not printing money. Of course, if they say you've actually printed money, a lot of the things that it could also mean, for instance, being the fact that you may have, engaged in money creation to increase money supply. That's the monetary finance we've talked about, debt monetization, and security, printing, as well as quantitative easing.
Which also has inflationary effects.
Exactly, they all have inflationary effects. So it's not as if printing new currency or hard currency, but sometimes all of these would also constitute money printing. We've talked about it. We've talked about how they've impacted our inflation rate, and we've asked questions why the Bank of Ghana then uses monetary policy to just, burden us with some pressures. We've also had a conversation about wanderlust. I love that conversation. Hanodam is smiling. Anyway, and our friends from the Chartered Insurance Institute talked to us about the Insurance Excellence Awards.
It's been great, and it gets even better. You'd better not miss tomorrow's show right here on Joy 99.7 FM. Until then, stay with your superstation for the duration. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
But just before we go, let me just say happy birthday to Dr. Nana Obri Yabwa. May you live to be 99.7. And also happy birthday to Reverend Prince Agri, who is residence pastor for Holy Hill Assemblies of God. From your wife and children, Faustina Corte, and all your loved ones. My name is